Certifieds, I'm in the place. You know I was coming. Let's go to work. How in the hell did we go from the Black Panther Party to the Me No Black Panther Party to the Black Lion Party? We started off with one ICE agent. Stop, separate, and listen. One ICE agent turned into 4 ICE agents. Vanilla Ice, Ice Cube, Ice T, and then Ice Spice tried to join. But guess what? They checked out her paperwork and found out she's illegal. So she had to go. But every time you turn around, all you keep seeing is certified, foundational, Black Americans. And guess what? Delineation has won again. Free Huey.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Fam, delineation has won again. This one lasted about a week and a half. So that just tells you how fast we going, and that tells you how certified we are. And that lets you know when you see them damn regulators in the building, them regulators better mount up. Because anybody who cosplays us gonna have to see us. Paperwork getting pulled, getting snatched, and people is getting their refunds because you can't come around FBA talking all of that trash, family, because FBA already knows the way the game goes. Check it out, see it how it is, and see us live in the building, live in the place. Ballers gonna ball and them haters gonna hate. You already know. Black Alpha Network, certified salute. Family, already you done had people popping up talking about the Black Panther Party. Now you don't find out that they want to call themselves the Lion, Panther, Half, Jaguar, Cat, Kitten. Who the hell knows next? But let me tell you what we know. FBA did that. And when I say FBA, I'm talking about the certified grassroots. We done ran Julio, Hugo, Pedro, Ramiro out the paint, and now they shifting everything. So that lets you know already. Boy, y'all ahead of me, but I'm going to go ahead and run it all the way back. Let me know. Your city, your town, your state, your region. Somebody let me know where you are. Somebody said the Puma Party. Damn. Family, they done kicked this man out so damn fast that he don't even know where he at right now. He don't know. But guess what we know, family? We know that anybody who talks that talk and ain't walking that walk, they are eventually going to get their car pulled and they can't come around where we are. And that's the way things go. So let me see where the hell we at, family. I already know. Chicago in the building. Florida's in the building. Columbus is in the building. Augusta's in the building. Cleveland's in the building. Cleveland put 100 exclamation points at the end. Shout out to the DMV. Certified salute. Minnesota. Denver's in the building. Harlem's in the building. Yes, Philly's in the place. 214's in the place. New Jersey's in the place. I see you. Milwaukee again. Florida again. 2 Floridas. Another Cleveland. I see the Yay area all in the building. Shout out St. Louis. Shout out to Charlotte, Atlanta. DMV 2 times. Chicago again. Los Angeles again. Alabama, New Jersey. We in here. New York. All the way live, FBA, I can go ahead and say it's fully represented because we fully certified. Family, the old Black Panthers done came out and they had some words for these want-to-be Panthers. And hold on, wrong Panthers. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry. They done kicked these people out and got these folks throwing down all of their stuff and said, you can't be with us no more because your paperwork ain't good. And the original OGs done came out, and the original OG said, you have to leave these premises. And they was hurt. They was down bad. Oh, yes, they were. Yep. The Philly Panthers are forced to change their name. Where I'm from, that's called you got kicked out. And the new Black Panther Party done ran because the old Black Panther Party has delineated. Family, did the Black Panthers just delineate? Did we just see the Black Panthers delineate? It looked like delineation to me. That's what it looks like. Look like the real brothers and sisters in the grassroots said no. The Black Panthers will be represented by real brothers and sisters who focus on foundational Black Americans. You're not going to twist and turn our icons and legends like they do so much to us and then put it in your own life where you're going to fight over immigrants. All that caping for illegals. And then the OG Panthers came out and said, nah, that ain't what we about. Goodbye. Oh, I'm sorry. In Julio's case, adios, amigos. Okay? Arriba. All right, you can arriba the hell on out of our space, and you can be the greatest lion party for all of the lion immigrants and lion tethers. You can do that real good. But over here, we're going to represent exactly who we are. And the streets are telling everybody, if you are not a foundational Black American and you're not representing the grassroots, you will respect the grassroots. Bottom line, shout out to the real Black Panther Party.
Now, the fake Black Panther, now they got to change their name because the grassroots said, we ain't having it. They already sabotage hip-hop. They already sabotage essence. We wasn't going to let them sabotage the Black Panthers, man. It's too much. It's too much. And the way I seen them dismantle and trash the logo and dismantle and trash the flag of the Black Panthers, that let us know that your heart went in the right place from the jump. Malcolm X fell out with the Nation of Islam. He never burned the Nation of Islam flag. Weren't you a blood, though? I never seen you dismantle and trash a blood flag. So what that did was raise our flag and say, hey, this ain't right. So now you change your name to the Black Lions. You see, a name supposed to imitate the characteristics of the person or the group. I got some names. Why don't you change your name to the Sloppy Kittens? Yeah, the Sloppy Kittens. Or what about the Wet Woolly Walkers? Something like that. They gotta be a goofball name. Cause you was moving goofy and sloppy. And we don't move like that. We move as a unit. Black Americans, FBAs, move as a unit.
Damn! We move as a unit, which means all of us together identify the ops, identify the tethers, and all of us as a unit ran they ass out the paint so fast, if you blink, you might have missed it. Who said delineation wasn't running the yard? Shit.
I can connect with my brother, right? I'm in California. I can connect with my brother all the way in New York just by my voice. See, we did it with hip-hop. And y'all sabotaged that, or tried to, but we still got some stuff coming up on the pipeline. Okay, I got a better name. I just thought of it. Change your name to the Captain Saver Tethers.
Woo!
There it is. Captain Saver Tethers, go out here and save them. Because we still ain't coming. And we reject your deposit.
Damn! Damn! Captain Saver Tether has had their whole deposit rejected. Why Black Americans ain't get behind this? Because Black Americans knew what it was, fam. I tell everybody, every broadcast, that foundational Black Americans, we are pushing this delineation movement so strong that it's pushing all the ops out the way every time we show up. And it's a beautiful thing because we beautiful people. Notice, fam, when we don't play no games and we all get on one page, one accord, solid, nobody can see us eye to eye. And that's exactly what happened. I tell people, you got the young, the middle, you got the old. The OG Black Panther said, misrepresented. Fam, how quick did this go? How many times, fam? Remember when it took 6 months? 6 months turned into 3 months. 3 months turned into 3 weeks. Now, fam, these folks ain't even getting 1 week. Eventually, it ain't going to be 1 day, and 1 day going to turn into 1 second. Why? It's because we're moving that fast. We knew this Paul Bird song guy was an op. We knew that this was all lives matter. This was something that they put in front of us, and it was a please stop delineating. He's a please stop delineating op. This man was sent in to divert the message away from grassroots, away from focusing on ourselves. So now we could focus on all the illegals coming out saying reckless stuff, trying to put a jacket on us. I told everybody, foundational Black Americans, we don't wear an extra medium. That's what tethers use. Anybody who go to the store and they need a medium size shirt, a medium size leather coat, a medium size beret, that ain't one of us. Tethers wear that real damn good. FBA rejects it. So we done rejected it so fast, family, it is leaving in 1 second because FBA, we are on code right now. And family, the OGs came out and the OGs told him, hey, bro, you're going to have to not only get the hell up out of here with that, you also are going to have to go ahead and make an apology video. And you're going to have to also throw down all of your Black Panther stuff because where I'm from, family, he got kicked out. Can we go there? Brothers, sisters, kings, queens, goddess, gods. Can we go there? Did the This Is Not Our Fight movement win? Did all of the stand down Black Americans win? Are we sending him back? That's what we're doing. We sending back Paul Birdsong. We sending back Julio Flea Newton. We sending back Hugo Flea Pedro. And we letting the world know, no matter who you send to us to try to get us to put on the cape for illegals and anti-Black folks, it ain't going to work. So you take all of this. Take this as a message. Whoever comes here, we're going to send them right on back. And apparently, the brothers and sisters have spoken. And where I'm from, fam, he didn't leave. He didn't get denounced. His ass got kicked out. He got the boot. All right? Them OG Panthers said, listen, you better make an apology video. You better say sorry. You better say I didn't mean it. And you better get the hell out of here. And family, that's exactly what happened. This right here is hell of a lot different than what we seen 1 week ago. Remember, y'all, it was safe like repair, safe like replace. I wish an agent would run up on me, dog. I'm going to run up on their whole hood. I'm going to take everybody out. Now it's, I'm sorry with a good little tether. I tethered real good. I learned all of the Huey P. Newton speeches. I talked in a jive turkey accent. I was talking about Black exploitation. And now I'm crying because that's what tethers do. Tether tears.
All power to the people. As everyone knows, I'm Paul Birdsong. I got a message from Aaron Dixon today saying that he no longer supports us. Woo! That after he gave me orders to make a video saying that him and other members were coming, that he withdrew his support. That he said that this situation is unimportant to him.
Damn!
Even though my comrades have risked their lives and spent thousands of hours of their time and dollars in life standing behind a cause, you know. He said he's going to make a statement saying no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did, in fact, give us the right to call ourselves that because I still have the messages where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put.
Fam, do you hear the jive turkey accent? Y'all noticed over the last week, the jive turkey accent slowly started to go away. I don't hear the jive turkey no more. Remember the first interview he did where he was talking about harming agents and he was talking all that reckless talk? Jive turkey, jive turkey, jive turkey. Notice, fam, now he went from jive turkey to Javier. Now Javier is starting to come out. Y'all starting to hear this? Y'all hear it? I hear it. We all hear it. Javier's talking. Javier now is saying, I'm sorry now. I don't know what's going on. Look, he's looking down, defeated. His friend is looking way over here. All these folks got their hands together. I don't know why. But I do know that the OG Panthers said, you ain't like us, fam. Delineation has won again. Regulating, won again. They not like us has won again. And tethers keep on losing.
Put in there, also make sure that you put in there that Emory Douglas did give us the right to wear that emblem because I still have the messages where that happened too. But as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our lives and all the heat that we went under, because of the counter-revolutionary practices, because we don't believe in Black nationalism, like Bobby Seale said in the video that I shared on my page earlier, that Black nationalism is acquiesced to racism, and that we don't stand like that we're internationalists and intercommunalists, just like Huey Newton said. We will no longer identify with this flag. We will no longer identify ourselves as the Black Panther Party for self-defense. We're going to take OG from the town's advice. We're going to take the name that he decided to put out there. We're going to call ourselves the Black Lion Party for International Solidarity. Reason for the international solidarity.
Damn. The Black Lion, which doesn't even exist, by the way, family. There's no such thing as a Black Lion. The Black Lion Party for International Solidarity? Yeah, we're automatic, fam. This was about stopping delineation. See, fam, didn't we say that this was all about them getting us to stop delineating? And look, he's getting kicked out of the Black Panthers, or he getting his card pulled because he was caping for everybody other than Black Americans. Black Americans from the Black Panther Party said that this tether lion party gots to go. And now he's saying, well, we're going to fight for everybody. Ain't that what you was doing just a few days ago? You jive turkey sucker. This is what happens, you sucker. This is what happens when you are a jive turkey too close to Thanksgiving.
Is because we will stand with the immigrants. We will stand with the people being terrorized for ICE. We will stand with any oppressed people across the world. We will keep feeding every single day, keep offering food every single day. We will keep patrolling the community with guns. We will keep stopping drug dealers, keep stopping sex traffickers. We will keep stopping police brutality. This little plaque that I got, it says Paul Birdsong, and as a Panther says, since 2020. I don't regret the work that I've done because it brought me to this point. But going forward, these Panther patches will no longer be on my uniforms.
Stop. Why they making it look like they are leaving willingly? Ain't they, fam? They like the guy who woman break up with him and they say, I ain't like her no damn way. Or all my sisters out there, how many times you had a man try to holler at you and you say, no, you ain't gonna give him the phone number. He said, you ain't cute like that no how. Nah, dog. Nah, Don't act like you the one leaving. You over there about to cry. I see tethered tears dropping all over the place. And I thought you was riding for the Panthers. Fam, look how quick it is when you're dealing with cosplayers. You see how quick they willing to turn? Look how quick he was willing to throw that down. Look how quick they was willing to disrespect. This is who they wanted us to get behind. If you would have got behind this, you would have been in the same scenario as everybody else. This is why we don't rock with tethers. Tethers go any which way the damn wind blows. This is FLIR stuff, fam. I want everybody to understand. This is that FLIR energy. Things get a little rough. I'm just done now. I'm throwing this down. You ain't throwing it down. They threw you out. Y'all see how he's trying to make it look like he threw out the Panthers, but the Panthers threw him out? No, go be a lion, okay? And I do mean lying, because you've been lying the whole damn time. But everybody also has to understand, Tethers been trying to get us to stop delineating, and delineating gave them a big hell no.
Me and my comrades stand independent. We're willing to work with any organization that stands for the rights of every living person, any organization that stands against imperialism, attacking immigrants. Now, if you're out here raping people and killing people and selling drugs and different stuff like that, yeah, deport them. But those people out there that are just working hard, trying to provide for their families, trying to escape the guerrilla warfare and the cartel warfare that's happening in their countries to come for that promise of the American dream that the United States of America Incorporated lies about, we feel that they shouldn't be bothered, and we're willing to stand beside them to ensure that.
So you're open borders. So you are Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Oh, fam, this ain't nothing but the Joe Biden party. This is the Kamala Harris party. This is exactly what they was telling us for the last 4 years. Just anybody come on in, anybody's down. So here's my kicker. Why don't you just get rid of black? How about black just goes? Because you're telling us now this ain't got nothing to do with black people. You telling us this is the immigrant party, an open border party, and anybody can come the hell on in regardless of the law. So if that's the case, then you need to remove black. See, you want to cling on to black because black gives you credibility, and you ain't nothing but a revolutionary clout chaser. But that clout done turned around on you now, and that clout done threw your ass on the corner over there by the dumpster like it's trash day. This is what we doing, y'all. We taking out the trash.
They're not. All power to the people.
All power to the people.
Oh, January 31st, you can still come out. You know, we're willing to sit down and talk about solidarity, sit down and talk about unification, sit down and talk about continuing to work, because ain't nothing stopping this way. All power to the people.
All power to the people.
You ain't got no power. Family, there ain't no power in anything that you just seen right there. Goodbye. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Family, from here on out, we are going to call them the Latino Party, because this is really about illegal Latinos. How about the migrant party or the tether party? And you got to do this, whatever the hell this is, okay? That chain done been broke. And it lets you know, family, delineation gonna get you one way or another. That's just what it is. We all know exactly who a new face is and who these people are. And when the foundational Black American grassroots is looking at you and we like, what the hell? And you can put your shoulders up, you can lock your arms and all of that. That still ain't get your ass stopped from getting kicked out. That still ain't gave your ass no reprieve or no reprise. That still ain't gave your ass no pass into the community. You can lock your arms, you can lock your fingers, you can twist your shoulders up. Your ass can do a spin and a splits. I don't give a damn. Black Americans have stood up and certified salute to the real Black Panther Party. Because you got to remember this, y'all. Somebody who's always quoting Huey Newton and Bobby Seale, but they don't ever speak about Panthers of today, that is a red flag. Why is that a red flag, my brothers and sisters? It's because the Black Panthers of today is saying, nah, that ain't you. You ain't us. You can't come around here waving this flag. And I want everybody to notice what he said. That was all about immigration. That's what he told you. He said that Aaron Dixon, okay, the famous elder foundational Black Panther Party, he came out, he straight up said, listen, y'all, this dude ain't no way, shape, or form one of us. And he tells everybody that he got kicked out because of his stance on immigration. Fam, don't get it twisted. Beyond the cap and beyond the line, beyond the rhetoric, this was solely about the Black Panthers ain't rocking with illegal immigrants here. That's what it is. You listen to his words. I don't want this to get tangled nor twisted. Listen to what it said right here. He said, because they are sticking up for illegals, the Black Panthers said, we ain't rocking with you. That sounds like the Black Panthers were delineating, regulating, and separating.
Bobby Seale said in the video that I shared on my page earlier, the Black, but as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our lives and all the heat that we went under, because of the counter-revolutionary practices, because we don't believe in Black nationalism, is where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put in there also, make sure that you put in there that Emory Douglas did give us the right to wear that emblem, because I still have the messages where that happened too. But as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our lives and all the heat that we went under, because of the counter-revolutionary practices, because we don't believe in Black nationalism, like Bobby Seale said in the video that I shared on my page earlier, that Black nationalism is acquiesced to racism, and that we don't stand like that, that we're internationalists and intercommunalists, just like Huey Newton said, we will no longer identify with this flag.
Black nationalism, or how about you don't believe in the ethnicity of foundational Black Americans because you ain't a foundational Black American. Don't let these people put national. You've been hearing that a lot lately, right? Black nationalism and all these things. Family, this is a lineage. Call it what you want. Black Americans from America. Lineage, heritage, and culture in which you don't identify with. So you need to be the melanated party, but you can't be none of us. Because remember, we are Black and you are not.
Because I still have the messages where that happened too. But as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our standing behind the cause, he said he's going to make a statement saying no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did, in fact, give us the right to call ourselves that, because I still have the messages where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put in there also, make sure that you put in there the Emory.
This man keeping the messages. Y'all see why they got rid of this dude? Fam, y'all see these feminine ways, fam? He kept the messages. We're not just talking about the guy who tells the girl that he wants to holler and she don't give the phone number and then he get mad at her. Fam, this man talking about, I kept the messages. You ain't gonna hurt me. He sounds scorned. Fam, is this Julio scorned Newton? Fam, he seemed real scorned. You kept the messages. Do the OGs know that you've been keeping the messages the whole time? Why did you keep the messages? Did it happen because you knew your paperwork was trash and eventually people was going to call you out on it? This man keeping the messages from the elder Panthers. Is it because you knew this day was coming? Is it because you knew that you weren't Black? Is it because you knew you couldn't outrun delineation? And the OG Panthers said verbatim, nobody got the right to call themselves a Panther. You done got G-checked by the Panthers. The Panthers done kicked you out. I don't want to hear no other term for it. This man out here keeping the messages. What else he done kept? Is this why he was asking for everybody's phone number, y'all?
And no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did, in fact, give us the right to call ourselves that, because I still have the messages where he...
I still have the messages. I ain't never heard no grown man say that. I still got the messages now. I got all the messages in my phone. I'm going to pull up all the tweets. I'm going to tweet you now. I'm going to get you with some tweets. Get the hell out of here. We don't want you over here.
and that we don't stand like that we're internationalists and intercommunalists, just like Huey Newton said. We will no longer identify with this flag. We will no longer identify ourselves as the Black Panther Party for self-defense. We're going to take OG from the town's advice. We're going to take the name that he decided to put out there. We're going to call ourselves the Black Lion Party for International Solidarity.
Here we go. Now the fun part, y'all. Get ready to laugh. Y'all, do y'all know this is what it looked like? Who the hell thought this was a good idea? Brothers and sisters, who thought this was, somebody talk to me. Who thought this was a good idea? Family, the Black Lion, which doesn't exist, who is doing what they doing in the background. What's this hand thing, by the way? I don't get it. The Black Lion Party for International Solidarity, AKA what we said the whole time. Black people, please stop delineating. Fam, you see it right there. If you want to know what this whole fiasco was about, there you are. It was about this right here. So we could all stop delineating. You think it's a coincidence that immediately he turned into the international solidarity? What, like go back home to Africa? We's all black, brother, black and brown coalition, people of color. Fam, what's the difference? And then look at this, y'all. Look at this. Hold on. Go ahead. Look. Y'all see that they just came out with a Black Lion Party International Solidarity 10-point program? You just made your own 10-point program? You just made up a whole program. I got my own 10-point program. We don't need y'all's. They got a whole international 10-point program. And they just jacked half of it from the real 10-point program. This is why the Panthers didn't want nothing to do with this guy. Right here, fam. This is Tethering 101. Next time somebody comes out and they tell us that we being too mean to the tethers, we need to stop. I want all y'all to see this right here. Man comes out, claims that he is some type of Black Panther. Real Black Panthers kick him out. They get mad, throw a damn fit. They throw up the Black Power. Next thing you know, family, they got a goddamn cartoon picture. They got a cartoon picture in a 10-point tether program. Okay? I shall flee. I shall run. I shall steal from Black Americans because I can't build. I shall have no deodorant. I shall hide my hairline. I shall make TikTok videos in a car. I shall run when I see Tom Homan. I shall get on the knees when I see Joe Biden. I shall try to get Black Americans to quit being Black American, but you can't stop Black Americans because Black Americans are the only ones who are certified. Notice, y'all, they go into this whole spiel, and then they tell us what it's really about.
Reason for the international solidarity is because we will stand with the immigrants.
There you go.
We will stand with the people being terrorized for ICE. We will stand with any oppressed people across the world. We will keep feeding every single day, keep offering food every single day. We will keep patrolling the community with guns. We will keep stopping drug dealers, keep stopping sex traffickers. We will keep stopping police brutality.
And you will stop saying that you were Panther, and you will stop claiming to be a Black American. You can say all them things you will continue to do, because all them things that you was talking about doing is minor. But notice the thing that you stopping, that's major. You stopping cosplaying. You stopping trying to pretend to be us. You stopping representing the Panthers because the real Black Panthers said you and your lion party can go lie over there to all of your amigos and compadres. You dig? Because delineation, they'll shut it all down thanks to us. Family, the grassroots is winning. The grassroots is winning. I want everybody to think about this. This done happened quicker than the Essence Festival. We done shut this down quicker than the Essence Festival. We done shut this down quicker than Flearoy. We done shut this down quicker than the Democratic Plantation. Family, we are now moving at a rapid speed nobody can keep up with. And I've been telling everybody, I said that this movement is getting so strong because we're on code that much that the delineation process of getting these people out of the way is going to happen at a quick rate. Them people done came back, took their money. They said, refund, you ain't giving us nothing. You can't fool Black folks. If anything, this made us even more solid on not going out there in the streets. Notice how everything is backfiring on these people, y'all. The people they sent out there to try to get us to fight for them, now that's actually strengthening our cause. And we sitting there saying, you see, I told y'all, a family that regulates together and delineates together, they stay together. So they done came out here now, fam, with this whole Lion Panther thing. And I'm telling y'all, the brothers and sisters in the grassroots are not going for it. The brothers and sisters in the grassroots is like, hell no. The brothers and sisters on the street is saying, we ain't going for none of your games, none of your time. Let me show y'all this right here, what I mean. Everybody out there that thinks delineation is going to stop or take a break, remember this, y'all. The only people who take a break are people who ain't really about that life. Those of us who certified, we consistently stay with it. Let me tell y'all what people are saying out here in the streets for all of these illegals who've been popping up. This is how the regular people are saying it, and it ain't like what they saying.
America can't save them all, and America is not everybody's savior. Everybody can't come over here for a better life. And I don't give a how much flack I get for this. I don't care. So what makes you think we're going to dogpile more people from a third world country that's coming over here looking for a better life when the average American, real American citizen is not happy? Like, why do these people from these third world countries come over here and feel so entitled to fight for something that they couldn't do in their own country? Do you get what I'm saying? And then like, oh, you Black Americans, why the do y'all keep bringing us up? We overcame we're still fighting battles that we still are trying to conquer and overcome. But for the most part, we created this here in America from scratch. Do that same in y'all country. America is not entitled. Y'all are not entitled to America to save y'all from the life that y'all have in these fucked up ass countries. Woo! And I'm talking about these new age immigrants. I'm not talking about old immigrants that have been over here. I'm talking about these new people. We can't save y'all. I'm sorry. Find some protest, take over y'all country. Y'all come over here and demand shit that y'all wouldn't even demand in your own country. Like, who the do y'all think y'all are? And then it's a slap in the face to actual immigrants who came over here and did the process the legal way. Literally took years, worked hard, came over here to assimilate to the American culture for a better life. And you think you're gonna hop, skip, and jump the line and just come over here and we just supposed to just take everybody to in. I would never understand coming to another country demanding that you didn't demand in your own country. Like, oh, we're just trying to come over here for a better life. I don't give a what nobody say. Everybody can't be saved. Everybody can't be saved. You see what happened to the Somalis in Minnesota. We gave them refugee status, came over here for a better life, and they're over here frauding the goddamn system. They're over here richer than an American that we can't even get these sources because we'll get thrown right in jail. But over there, they're living it the off of the dime of Americans in America. They couldn't do this in Somalia. Why can't you do that you're doing in America? Why can't y'all do it in Somalia? Since y'all love y'all come over here from Venezuela, then y'all come over here with these racist rhetorics, these racist ideas, thinking you're gonna get these white privileges. Let's not forget, y'all voted for Trump. I don't feel sorry for them because most of Trump's votes came from immigrants. I would vote for Donald Trump. That lives rent free in my head. I don't give a and cities can't even get a job.
Freeze. Family, I'm going to tell y'all something crazy. I'm going to tell y'all something crazy. I'm going to tell y'all something real. I'm going to tell y'all what's really going on. I believe that woman is an anchor child. That's what I believe. And I'm noticing now that Black Americans got anchors fighting other anchors, the same way tethers are fighting other tethers, and fleers are fighting other fleers, but they all are sounding like us. Family, I'm only putting the facts on the table. Okay, if she's a Black American, so be it. But what I see there is somebody who's watching what we say here and then duplicating every single thing that we've been speaking. And I'm going to show y'all on this broadcast that they throwing each other under the bus left and right. Hell, I'm going to show you right now. Trust me when I tell y'all, you're going to see something that's going to prove the point of what Black Americans have been talking about this whole damn time. And what is that, family? Is that these people will throw each other under the bus as quick as hell because these individuals know that time is up for them and the time is up for their comrades. You dig? Y'all look at this right here and tell me, is this not another person who ain't like us? And another ain't like us is running around here talking like us. Watch this, y'all.
And grew up around ICE agent, and why are you kidnapping people because they slightly don't know English? Y'all need to let the Hispanic and Latinos learn their lesson. As someone with Mexican heritage and grew up around Hispanic and Latino people, y'all trying to save them is only going to hurt y'all even more. In high school, I would always hang around Hispanic people. It was never a problem. It was never an issue. And of course, to some people, I look Mexican to them. So I guess, it never really bothered me. It doesn't bother me how people perceive me. It is what it is.
Girl, your ass is Mexican. Stop playing. And you throwing other Mexicans under the bus. Look at this, family. Look how quick they throwing each other under the bus. Because they know they not like us. Now everybody wants to come in on foundational Black American time. This is what's really happening right now. Watch further.
I can't help that. However, what I can't help but to notice is that in high school, when me and this Black girl used to hang out with, she had a baby. And this Hispanic girl that used to hang around the other Hispanic people I used to hang out with, she gonna come up to us and literally tell us that someone she knew, someone Hispanic like her, called my classmate baby a monkey. Y'all, that blew me. And when we kept trying to like hound her to ask her, okay, well, who said that? She didn't want to tell us. They literally be protecting each other. They
meaning yo people? Yo people be doing that. Oh, we ain't done. Further.
They will never appreciate you. They're going to take your help for granted. They've been taking Black people's help for granted. Y'all need to let them sit in their to the point where it gets.
Damn. You gonna talk about your abuser like that?
Shame other Black people to get out on the street and fight and protest. Like, no, stay home. Stay home. The Hispanics and Latinos have not learned a lesson as a collective.
My non-Black Latinos.
Watch this one. She going in on other Latinos as well because they desperate for FBA to help them. But it's hell no to her. It's hell no to the other lady. It's hell no to the other lady. Why you talking like us all of a sudden?
Are going to hate me for saying this, but y'all are the reason that we cannot become truly unified with Black people. Y'all are the reason that Black people are on the fence about non-Black Latinos. It's because y'all are very anti-Black and won't even do the bare minimum of just stop saying the N-word. Like, y'all won't even stop saying that word. And y'all don't realize that even though a lot of non-Black Latinos see themselves as like socially higher up than Black people and Black Latinos, that's not how people see us, y'all. That is not how they see us. It doesn't matter what you are. You're just not white. And a lot of y'all think that.
Why all of a sudden are they talking like this now, family? Family, I need to see y'all. Oh no, we need to talk. We need to sit down and have a conversation. Why are they talking like that now, family? I done showed you the first girl. Personally, I think she's a Caribbean. That's just me, okay? The other girl, I think she was probably Dominican, Mexican. This woman is a full Mexican. Notice, y'all, the same exact time that the real Black Panther Party completely kicked out the Tether Panther Party is the same exact time now you got all of these ops and tethers talking as if they're not ops and tethers against other ops and tethers. What the hell's popping off in these streets? Everybody's talking like FBA now. They're talking about this. You know why? It's because they're all afraid. They all need and want us to put capes on, and it ain't happening. They send out the ones who talk like this, the ones who talk like that, because they all know FBA ain't popping up to help no damn body. And family, oh no, we ain't done. How many? What's that? We got, I believe, a Caribbean. I believe there's a little African floating around, a Dominican floating around. Yep. We seen a Mexican floating around. Family, do we got to go all the way there? How about we pull out, I don't know, let's go to Lucy Liu. Is Lucy Liu talking like us now, family? Did we make the whole damn planet start trying to get on board with us? It's funny. Folks used to come to America and try to get down with white folks. Now they seeing FBA run the yard, so they all coming over here trying to get down with us. Ain't that something, family? Certified delineation, FBA. Look at this, fam. Lucy Liu is coming out here, and she's talking reckless.
Interesting, because I cannot believe that I live amongst people who actually think people shouldn't have to go through the proper processing in order to become a citizen, to have the right to live here. Like, it doesn't matter how fast or how slow the system is or the process is. Like, why can't y'all follow rules? Like, it's a rule. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why it's such a big deal. Like, I don't understand.
Why you talking like that, Lucy? Lucy, why are you talking about delineation, Lucy? Why now are you coming out throwing your people under the bus, Lucy? Lucy, we know that you guys always practice anti-black racism. So did Miss Abula and Miss Margarita. So did Miss Jollof and Curry Chicken. Fam, I'm going down the United Nations list. This right here is your international solidarity in the White Lion Party. Y'all see all the members of the Lion Party? You see how they're lying to you? And now they're all acting like they got our support and they've been down with us. It sounds like FBA has created a civil war in the tether community. Damn, we win again.
Understand why you guys are acting like this is like a foreign concept. You can't go to any other country and do this. Do you know what I mean? You can't. So I don't understand how, like, genuinely, like, why is it a problem? Because it's breaking up families. Well, then you shouldn't have came here to begin with.
What? They wasn't talking like this just last week, fam. They wasn't ever talking like this. Now Lucy Lou is out here talking about, why'd you come here? F your kids. It's funny how everybody get mad at FBA for delineating. Everybody get mad at FBA for standing on business. My brother Tariq went over to Africa and the Tethers was mad at that. Like we can't travel. Y'all steal our culture. Our culture travels, so we got the right to go wherever the hell we please. The earth is our turf. Shout out to bro. Shout out to the whole team. Family, y'all see how everybody's talking this? Why weren't they talking like this before? Oh, no, we ain't done. How about, oh, look, she bucking her eyes. Look, fam, they bucking their eyes now. They bucking their eyes. Cricket wig, bucking her eyes, bucking her nostrils, ashy lips, got a hoodie and a hat on. Fam, she got a hoodie, a hat, and a wig trying to cover up that hairline. FBA is doing all of this right now. You can thank us later. But watch, she's a Haitian, and she says that she don't want nothing to do with Haitians. Everybody wants to delineate, but you can't because that's certified time. FBA.
Fair is fair, rules are rules, law is law. No matter how you feel about it, that's just what it is. And it's supposed to be fair across the board. So the people that did it the right way, like some of my people in my family, did it the right way and came through the front door and did what they need to do to become citizens. It's not fair for other people to think that they are above the law. No one is above the law. Point and period. Second, just like I can't go to Japan, I can't go to Asia, I can't go to Africa, I can't go to Bali or whatever and just live there. Like, I went on vacation and I'm just gonna stay here. No, it don't work that way. I would have to go through the proper channels of visas. We have a whole TikTok where people's like, hey, I'm doing visa runs now. It's so irritating, but they're doing their due diligence to make sure they are abiding by the law of where they stay. Why in America, that's not allowed? Second, it's very dangerous. Understand, let's say there is a man that comes in here, or a woman, whatever, but I'm just using a man as an example, that comes in here undocumented, illegally, and starts raping women. Using a mask, raping women. One, his DNA is not in the system.
Boy, she out here telling, ain't she? Boy, she sound like a hate group. Listen to them, fam. They throwing each other under the bus. Look at this.
You know how dangerous that is? There's so many people that can't file police reports or have, crime solved because there's so many there's how many gang members that's not from here doing all this and we can't figure out what's going on. Why?
She bringing up gang members. She talking about crime. Fam, she sound worse than Trump. When Donald Trump says they're sending in people from insane asylums. This is what she's saying. Damn, everybody's turning on each other. I wonder why.
Because these people are undocumented. Do you understand how dangerous that is? You had so many people coming to this country and taking other people's kids. Like, oh, I took my kid went to school and didn't come back. And they're across the border, like sex trafficked. Do you know, as a parent, just because you don't live that life doesn't mean somebody else isn't living that life.
Stop. Oh man. Let me tell you, first things first. I love being a foundational Black American, man. I love it. Somebody said best in the chat. They jumping ship right now. She just snitching, ain't she? Isn't it funny, y'all? Those are the things that we've been talking about. Unlawful entry, people coming here with gangs, people mooching off the system. But now Tethers are saying that about Tethers. That woman right there threw her family under the bus. She straight up said, she's like, my family does it. She's throwing her family under the bus, y'all. These people are throwing their family, their relatives, their friends, their associates. we got tethers fighting tethers. Didn't we predict all of this? Didn't we say this was going to happen? Didn't we tell everybody that the next step was going to be tether on tether crime? Listen to her. She went down every crime imaginable. And what you're saying, the tethers did it. The tethers did it. I'm not one of them. I want to be blacks now. Now everybody's sitting there watching what FBA's been talking about. And now everybody's trying to get on board with what we're saying. Family, I just showed you United Nations. Y'all probably didn't think we was going to start off so fast, but we started off full speed. We went through Lucy Liu. We went through Miss Ramirez. We done showed Mrs. Joloff. Mrs. Joloff the third showed up, fam. Curry Chicken entered the chat. And what did all of those people have in common, y'all? They were all snitching on each other, and they were all throwing illegals under the bus. So Miss Foundational Black Americans with your damn international solidarity. Ain't no damn international solidarity. These right there are the people who want to be a part of that right there, family. This is who Mr. Birdsong was fighting for. This is who he was trying to get us to go out on the front line for. Why in the hell would we went on the front line for these people? And family, if you notice, they weren't on the front line for themselves. You want us on the front line for something you ain't fighting for. One thing we got to address, y'all. Do you know how many tethers are not even present in this whole situation? Where are the Somalians at with the Nigerians? Where are the Nigerians at with the Mexicans? Where are the Mexicans at with the Venezuelans? You just seen Donald Trump going down to Venezuela full gangster style, snatch up their president. Did the Nigerian say anything in his defense? Did a Mexican say anything? That Lucy Liu you just seen right there. No. You know why? It's because tethers are pretending to be anti-immigration because they feel that's their way of hiding underneath them covers when Tom Homan shows up. And this is why we delineate Lucy Liu. We delineate Mrs. Sanchez. We delineate Mrs. Mutombo. And we delineate Paul Birdsong and the Tether Panther Party. Family, look at this right here. I seen this just a couple days ago, and I need my brothers and sisters to let me know something. Look at this. This is an interview that Paul Birdsong did with a French news organization. And if you thought he was talking reckless before, watch this, family.
My response to ICE right here. This is a Polish AK-47.
If Trump sends like hundreds of ICE agents, are you ready for that?
Absolutely, sure.
Yeah?
Send them. All power to the people.
Depuis la mort à Minneapolis de Renee Nicole Good, tuée par un agent de ICE, la controversée police de l'immigration américaine, un groupe appelé le Black Panther Party for Self-Defense a explosé en popularité.
Listen, yeah.
It's your first day, so brothers is gonna make you into some lethal.
What? Family, you name me somebody who's grassroots and is getting interviews granted to them from a French organization. Fam, French news flew over here to interview this guy. Fam, if this ain't op time, I don't know what is. This is a French. What? This man did an interview. First thing he does, he starts threatening agents again, y'all. Here you go. This is why we delineated. How many of y'all seen this? Not a lot of people seen this because this was getting scrubbed and snatched. The man did an interview with a French news organization. You might as well just put paid for op on your forehead. French organizations don't come over here and interview black people. That ain't how the system works. But it works for Mr. Bird-ish.
Response to ICE right here. This is a Polish AK-47.
If Trump sends like hundreds of ICE agents, are you ready for that?
Absolutely, sure.
Yeah?
Send them. All power to the people.
Depuis la mort à Minneapolis de Renee Nicole Good, tuée par un agent de ICE, la controversée police de l'immigration américaine, un groupe appelé le Black Panther Party for Self-Defense a explosé en popularité.
Listen, yeah.
It's your first day, so brothers is gonna make you into some lethal ass motherfucking revolutionaries.
Chaque jour, ils patrouillent les rues de Philadelphie pour protéger la communauté contre toute forme de violence policière.
Yeah, now they know my fucking boy. No, they know. It's kidnapping motherfuckers. That shit is illegal. It's like they think they're above the law. They can do what the fuck they want. Because Trump's stupid ass. Come on now, how you gonna wage war on your own fucking country?
Le Black Panther Party for Self-Defense s'inspire du Black Panther Party qui a été actif des années 60 aux années 80 aux États-Unis. Le mouvement refusait l'idée d'une révolution non violente et prônait plutôt l'autodéfense armée pour contrer les violences policières et la ségrégation raciale. Paul Birdsong a été mentoré par d'anciens membres du parti.
Nah, bruh. Nah, dog. Look at this, fam. This look like a movie. Fam, I'm about to say something. Fam, do not laugh, okay? Matter of fact, laugh all you want to. Doesn't that right there look just like that right there? Fam, I know y'all like Black Alpha, you crazy. Yup, damn right. Mama raised the Hellraiser. Look at this right here, family. Now, when we come out here and we say certain things and people get mad at us, family, this is straight out of Central Casting. This looks just like a movie with actors and activists. You see right there? A French news organization done did a special for this man, and he's out here looking like Robert Downey Jr.? Nah, bruh. Somebody sent you.
Raciale. Paul Birdsong a été mentoré par d'anciens membres du parti.
This is the Black Panther Party for self-defense. That for self-defense part is the pinnacle thing. Like, you have to attack us first. If you do fire a shot at us, you and nobody next to you that has your back has the ability to fire another shot going forward.
But then there's escalation, because that's always the question with violent revolution.
Because the threat is, if you don't leave us alone, you're going to have to come for us. And if you come, we are ready.
Nah, ain't no us. Ain't no us, fam. No, we denounced this. Damn, this is why the Black Panthers kicked him out. He was making the block a little too hot for the Panthers. This is what this is, fam. This rhetoric was not going to be tolerated by the elderly Black Panther Party.
Oh, you ain't come down here. Oh, yeah. Might as well take your ass right back upstairs.
Welcome on, guys.
Black power, motherfucker. Because they came because people had guns. And then they went back upstairs because the Black Panthers got guns and they ain't go shit about it.
À Philadelphie, c'est légal de se promener avec une arme à feu visible dans la majorité des lieux publics, à condition de détenir un permis de port d'armes.
Oh, Black Panther Party is back. Yeah. For real. What is the goal?
Black liberation.
Black liberation.
Black liberation? Fam, notice now, when the cameras are rolling, it's black liberation. We just showed you when he was getting kicked out in his apology video, he was talking about international solidarity. Notice whenever he got one of them things on him, or whenever he's talking reckless, or whenever he's spewing rhetoric, it's black solidarity, black liberation. Don't use black. No. Represent the lions. Represent the Latino lions. How about that? This ain't no black thing, family. No. And notice he's sitting there talking to a tether. What is going on here? What's happening? Oh, black liberation. Fam, this is a whole tether circle jerk.
Panther Party is back. Yeah. For real. What is the goal?
Black liberation.
Black liberation? I thought I was liberated already.
Yeah. Well, the ICE came on here looking around and they saw you.
But
and they
aren't you guys afraid that the police is going to start confronting you guys?
We make them leave. We make them move. As soon as we approach cops, they take off running.
No, but ICE need to stop though.
Yeah,
okay.
We're anti-ICE. We're fired.
On a écrit à la ville de Philadelphie et à leur corps de police pour savoir ce qu'ils pensaient de la présence du Black Panther Party for Self-Defense dans leur rue. Ils ne nous ont pas répondu.
My response to ICE.
There you go, brothers and sisters. Exclusive, brought to you by Black Alpha Network. There you go, fam. You seen that? First off, French news organizations don't fly over here to do an interview specifically with a black revolutionary. They didn't interview J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, Tom Homan. There's a hell of a lot of people that could have been interviewed. They interviewed this guy. He gets an interview. Soon as he gets the microphones, fam, he start talking that reckless talk again. They go that reckless talk, things that nobody's rocking with. Let's be real, y'all. The OG Black Panthers kicked him out because of his rhetoric, and he was making the block too hot. One thing about Black Americans, y'all, we don't tolerate people who make the block hot for all of us. Okay, we don't do that. What happened on Friday? Fam, let me give you a foundational Black American classic movie, okay? Straight out of California. Shout out to Cali. Much love and respect. What happened when Smokey was getting all of that drama going on at Craig's house? What did Pops tell him? Pops told him, take your ass home. You always got some ish going. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that, family? You remember when Pops was like, nah, you get the hell out of here. You always got something going. You always got something. What happened to the troublemaker in the community? The troublemaker who comes around. We tell him, get the hell out of here. You always got something popping. Every time the cameras are rolling, what does this dude do? Every time, family. Every time the cameras is rolling, the first thing you see, this man starts spewing rhetoric. Every time. Listen to what he said. This is my response to ICE. Hell no, we denounced that. That's what he talking about. That ain't us. Nope. Stay away from us. He said, if Trump sends ICE, said send them. Why? ICE is for illegal immigrants. Why are you trying to divert that and impede that? Why are you trying to jump in the middle? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about, fam. Every single time somebody ever come around, when you grew up, you had a friend that was a troublemaker. You might have been running with the wrong crowd. Mama, daddy, grandma, somebody gonna see them and be like, no, you get the hell out of here. You always got something going. We don't deal with people who always make it hot for all of us. We don't do that, okay? Every time this man gets in front of the camera, he's talking about harming a federal agent. Nah, we as foundational Black Americans, we as a lineage, heritage, and culture, we denouncing all of that, especially from someone who ain't us. Think about that video though, fam. That was a French video talking about a Latino Panther while the Latino Panther is talking to what looked like an African guy on the train. No FBAs present. And the days of people talking about us when we're not present are over. We will represent ourselves everywhere we go. If you talking reparations, a real certified foundational Black American gonna be in a place. If you start talking about economics, a real foundational Black American will be there. No longer, y'all, is it going to be, man, there was a Mayo, there was a Jackie Chan, there was a Lucy Liu, there was Jollof. No Black Americans. See, that's that African Union stuff where they talking about us, but us ain't there. Nah, we ain't having that no more. No. Foundational Black Americans, we're going to be present everywhere where foundational Black Americans are coming up. You dig it? And family, let me tell you something. The reason why this dude got kicked out, I mean, let's be real, y'all. We just gonna say it for what it is. Dude got kicked all the way out because people wasn't rocking with him. People were saying, this dude ain't like us. This dude ain't one of us. Hell no, every which way. The reason why that all ended up going down the way it went down, family, is because the real certified grassroots are the ones who got this guy the hell about the paint. This was a certified foundational Black American thing. You guys know we're always here shutting down stuff. We just go down the list and just shut down everybody. That is because we ain't playing games no more. And the grassroots was never rocking with this dude. Never rocking with this guy. Hell, we didn't know who he was. Fam, you got to know who somebody is to rock with him. Nobody was rocking with this dude at all. And when you look at this right here, the grassroots been calling this dude out. He couldn't get off the ground for 1 second because of us.
Panther Party was a sham. I told y'all, before all the facts came out, I told y'all. Now all the facts is out. What do y'all have to say now? The leader was a sham. The antics was a sham. The shit on the internet, all in totality, was a sham. A psyop. Propaganda.
I can't make this up. So this so-called new Black Panther Party, we're nothing but cosplayers, out here protesting against ICE. For what? For what? What ICE got going on ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in the Black communities. Absolutely nothing. I'm talking about FBA Black communities has absolutely nothing to do with us. In fact, Fred Hampton and Huey P. Newton, they would be looking at you cosplayers like, man, you can do this, you can do that, but you can't do that representing this because this ain't that.
Freeze. Shout out to bro right here. Fam, I like how he just said that. It's time we start telling people what Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, Kathleen Cleaver, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X said. It's time now. We're going to start telling people what our ancestors would have said. That's what we're doing. I'm tired of hearing tethers tell us what an FBA icon, legend, and elder would have said. You got somebody who's way the hell over in a village in Africa trying to tell you what Malcolm X would say, trying to tell you what Martin Luther King would say. This guy is a Latino trying to tell us what Huey Newton would say. When Huey Newton's family saying they ain't rocking with this guy. This is over with. Everything is a complete role reversal. A shift has moved in. And no longer are we allowing people to tell us what our ancestors would think. We saying it. And I'm proud to say it. Listen, the Panthers ain't rocking with you. And fam, remember when we told everybody that the Black Panther Party and Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale, they wouldn't rock with this guy? And people were telling us, that ain't true. The Black Panthers loved everybody. Well, the icons who knew Bobby Seale, who knew Huey P. Newton, they all agreed with us. And they kicked his ass out. So we were right again, right? Sam, if we're going to be right, let's just lead with being right. And let's be very, very bold and brash when we're right. Let's not be right and nice no more because they don't understand that language. We're always correct anyway. We tell these people that's a tether. No, they're not. We get proved right. That's an op. No, he isn't. We get proved right. The real Black Panthers wouldn't agree with this guy. Yes, they would. And then the real Black Panthers come out and say, nah, we on FBA side. This ain't our fight. So we're always correct, right? Abso-goddamn-lutely. Look at this right here, family. The brother continues, and watch the points he makes here.
Because what the Black Panther Party stood for was protecting the community. The reason why these kids are able to get food programs and free lunches was because it started because what the Black Panthers was doing in the Black community. The reason why they were toting was to make sure that the police wasn't out here being too overly aggressive with those in our neighborhoods. So we policed ourselves. The real Black Panthers are making sure that these kids were not being harmed, that they can walk to school and make sure that they will be escorted to school and escorted back to the neighborhood and to make sure that they were safe and not being kidnapped, harmed by other people who were not as loving towards our community. The real Black Panther was making sure that these elderly people was protected. So if Granny had to go to the, get her prescriptions or whatever, that she would be cool. That most times, she probably didn't have to go get it. They would go take care of it for her if she didn't have any children that was able to do it. The real Black Panther stood for real Black empowerment in the community, dealing with real agendas that affected the Black community. This don't affect the Black community, FBA. This don't
Damn! Tell you how it is.
Affect us. So why y'all out here just trying to get some media attention and misrepresenting what the Black Panther Party stood for? If you're going to do that, just take off the BPP, man, and just go create your own thing, because that is not this. That's not this. We still have things going on in our community. Why y'all ain't there making sure that the community is fine on our behalf? Y'all out here campaigning and capping and holding your for who? For the same people that wouldn't care what was going on in the Black neighborhoods? Y'all fried.
Damn. Run it back. Run it all the way back. The brother said everything that we've been feeling the whole damn time. And we've been correct the whole damn time. This was about them folks sending in an op, a tether op, to try to get foundational Black Americans to stop delineating. This was all about stop delineating right now. See, they can't get to us when they tell us that we's all Black, brother. Nah, we ain't going for that. They can't people of color no more. Y'all notice this? Soon as they couldn't people of color no more, and they couldn't Black and brown coalition anymore, and they couldn't we's all African American no more, you get people who come in and pretend to be us and try to divert us in a backdoor way to go get on the front line and to reclaim those names. Those names are gone forever. We want to talk about the accomplishments that we've created within this era and this generation. You can start right there, family. We got rid of all of those collective terms that we never asked for. Who the hell asked to be called a person of color? We never did. Who the hell asked for a Black and brown coalition? It doesn't exist. Who the hell asked for African American? Not us. So we canceled all of those terms, and they thought they was going to send in somebody who was a person of color to convince the non-people of color to go fight for people of color. But these certified foundational Black Americans, we said F all of them people of color because they've never been like us. And family, let me show y'all this right here as well. They got even more people coming out now. They extending out all these people. Watch it now, fam. Everything is a play. The world is a stage, fam, and we're all front and center. I want y'all to see this right here. They done send out this other guy, and I'm going to tell you right now, I think this damn dude might be Iranian. And he's coming out here talking about, this ain't our fight. This ain't our fight. Notice, y'all, the old hustle used to be people who did not talk like us trying to convince us. Now they go get tethers to duplicate what we say, thinking that they can try to convince us from the inside. Y'all look at this right here. Who is this one right here, family? Who the hell is this guy? Is this Muhammad P. Newton? Who's this? I don't know who the hell this guy is. Is this Muhammad P. Newton, y'all? Because I'm damn sure this man is an Arabic dude. But look what he says. This isn't our fight. He sounds a hell of a lot like Birdsong. He's looking a hell of a lot like Birdsong. Family, I'm getting real Birdsong energy from this guy right here. This seems very, very tether-ish right here. And watch how he's trying to convince us that it ain't our fight, but he wants us to really still go out and fight. Watch.
This isn't our fight, y'all. Like, let the white people go ahead and protest. You know what I mean? Like, we've done enough, and like, we should be staying at home. Since when do white people have your self-interest at heart? And no offense to the white people who are going ahead and fighting for this cause, but I'm gonna say, as a mixed person, right, I've seen both sides of the aisle. Right, it don't matter if there's a white person who's fully educated on every single subject.
Mixed with what? Syrian? Mixed with what? Egyptian? Mixed with what? I don't know who the hell you are, bruh. Are you from Iraq?
For this cause, but I'm gonna say, as a mixed person, right, I've seen both sides of the aisle. Right, it don't matter if there's a white person who's fully educated on every single subject about Black history, they will not understand your perspective. We tried to tell them a long time ago with local law enforcement, right, with police out here just brutally doing all this bullshit as they didn't listen, right? All they asked for was, hey, let's regulate these people, let's regulate the police, let's not abolish and fully restructure.
Regulate? Somebody be watching.
The police programs, whatever it may be. Let's not invest into the youth programs that would substantially prevent all of these youths from going ahead and committing crime. Let's not fund, crime prevention programs that literally reach out to community members who know their community as is to prevent crime. No, let's put body cams on and give them more pew-pews. We should be able to go ahead and say, as a whole community, right, Black, brown, Asian, whatever it may be, right, going out there and protesting and saying abolish.
Oh, no, hell no, fam. Y'all notice what he just did right there? He said we should be able to say this as a whole community. Black, brown, Asian, nah, that community does not exist. That is a person of color. I just told everybody, we got rid of the people of color. So what you mean, Muhammad?
Abolish ICE. There is absolutely no other alternative. Abolish ICE. Not regulate ICE, like fucking Cory Booker saying, no, abolish that bitch. Simple. But yeah, this isn't any wake of it.
Stop. Family, how the hell did it start off with, this ain't our fight? And somehow he turned that into abolish ICE. Did y'all catch that? How many of y'all just caught that? It started off with, this ain't our fight. Black folks don't go do nothing. Let the W's go fight. That was the first 15 seconds of the video. The last 15 seconds of the video, he started talking about abolishing ICE, a very pro-immigrant stance. Do you see how he started off sounding like black folks and he ended sounding like an illegal? Do you see how he put some sugar on top? Made it sound like he's talking on behalf of us. And at the end, he threw in his real community, threw in a little Asian, threw in a little black and brown, start talking about this ain't our fight. And at the end, he starts talking about abolish ICE. Nice try. And family, it goes even further. He's talking that same talk that Birdsong is talking. Right here, he starts talking about the revolution. Same thing that the Tethers was saying.
Killing of a U.S. citizen by ICE patrol. A lot of people are asking when the revolution will happen. And again, the revolution will not happen if nobody does anything. We need to start small and build our way up. It doesn't matter if it's just a really small step into the future. Maybe starting a food drive that maybe feeds a couple of families. That is something.
A food drive. Ain't that the same thing that Paul Birdsong was talking about? I feeds people. Watch now, fam. You're going to get a lot of these fake want to be servers of the community that are going to come around here and pretend that by feeding the community, they are one of us. No coincidence he's using the same talking points.
We need to do something and something small. And when we all add that up, then a revolution. And only then a revolution will start. How did the Black Panthers get into power? How did they go ahead and defend their neighborhood?
There you go, brothers and sisters. He's talking about the Black Panthers. There you go. I only showed you this for a reason, family. I only put the receipts on the table because they was there. All of that talk, feeding the community, all of that talk about the Black Panther Party, and then all that talk about abolish ICE, using our game so they can try to scam us.
Neighborhoods and help out the families in their neighborhoods. Research them. Understand how they came into power. Remember that your Second Amendment is your Second Amendment. It is your right. If you are able to go ahead and get a FOIA card and get a gun, please do so.
No. Hell no. No. Listen. Brothers and sisters, listen. Did y'all just hear that right there? Did y'all hear that? That was nothing but Paul Birdsong. That's his brother. I think that's his brother right there. Is that your bro? Is that your bro? This man comes in talking about it's not our fight. Somehow it's not our fight turns into we need to start a revolution. Somehow that turned into Second Amendment. See? they're always trying to persuade us to do violence. You notice that, family? They're always trying to get us to do some violent thing. And the more we denounce the violence, they almost seem like stuck, like they don't want us to not be violent. They're trying to get us to go be violent. See, go get a weapon now. Go get that Second Amendment now. That Second Amendment there for you. This man right there, he did the whole Huey Flea Newton playbook. It's the same script. He started talking about it's not our fight, and then he turned it into abolish ICE. He turned that into the Black Panthers. He turned that into feeding people, and he turned that into, well, y'all need to go exercise your Second Amendment. Y'all see what I'm talking about? They send out all of these people. Look at the behavior amongst everybody that I've showed y'all. Somebody help me out. What flag is that? What flag is that, brothers and sisters? Man, family, let me tell you something. They all look the same to me. If that thing ain't red, white, and blue, I don't know you. Hell no. Somebody tell me, what is that right there? Fam, I don't know. Is that a Mexican? Is that Iranian? I don't know what that is. I know one damn thing. That thing ain't got U, it ain't got S, and it ain't got A on it, so I don't know. Nope. And until I find out, I ain't on no type of time dealing with these individuals, family. Egypt, somebody said it's Egypt. Is that Egypt, family? Somebody said it's Palestine. Palestine, Albania. Somebody said Saudi. Damn, y'all gave me the whole United Nations. Which one is it? My sister Ty said it ain't American. Good answer, beloved. Somebody said the Arab flag. Somebody said the tether flag. Somebody said Morocco. Look at it. Notice he started off saying he's mixed. He's like, I'm mixed. I'm mixed too now. Palestinian, Morocco, everything other than us. So why he talking about us? What this got to do with Black Americans? That's $1 million, $1 trillion, $1 billion. I don't know. Don't know yet. Won't know yet. I'm just saying. Look at the fam. That ain't us. What's he talking about? This man out here talking about all these things, and he ain't mentioning the fact that, dude, you ain't no damn Black American. He said somebody who's mixed. You ain't no damn Black American. You ain't bi-ethnic, none of that. You a full-fledged Muhammad, bruh. Okay? You a full-fledged Muhammad. Good point. Not my flag. Absolutely. You damn right. You see what I'm talking about, though? Do you see how quick these situations go down? They'll send out these people. These people will start talking all this reckless stuff. They'll just start running their damn mouth, things that make no damn sense, things that we're not on board with, real sketchy behavior from sketchy individuals that we ain't rocking with, that we don't know where they came from. All of that right there is exactly what we mean right here. We ain't going for it. Nice try, Julio. Nice try, Muhammad. Nice try, Lucy Lou. Family, we've been cooking for quite some time. We've been telling everybody the whole damn time. That ain't us, and we know new faces. So we sending all these individuals back, and we sending them back with nothing. This man, fam, did the Middle East just enter the chat? So is it safe to say you've already seen Latinos, you've already seen Arabs, you've already seen Africans, you've seen Caribbeans, you've seen Lucy Lou's. All of these people are out here running their mouth, talking all this talk, but these individuals ain't nothing like foundational Black Americans. You see the difference? Shout out to the sister right here. This is how we feel about this Black Lion Party for International Solidarity.
Black Lion Party for
We know damn well that ain't none of that us.
International Solidarity. I had to say that first because I was going to forget. The Black Lion Party for International Solidarity. That's what the Stray Cats calling themselves now. The Black Stray Cats is calling themselves what I just said because that quickly I just forgot about it. But yeah. So we all know that the official Black Panthers told the Black Stray Cat Party that they can no longer use the Black Panther name. So now they have changed themselves to the Black Lions. They are called the Black Lions. Y'all lying about being Black. That's a perfect name for y'all, the Black Lions, because y'all lying about being Black.
I like that. You lying about being Black. That's exactly what they're doing. You out here lying about being Black. That's the only lying that you know of, huh? Lying like you us. You ain't us, family. And I want y'all to notice how the sister laughing, I'm laughing, we laughing, them stray cats is laughing. Okay, everybody's laughing. But you see the difference, though? You understand what I'm talking about? Fam, just in this short amount of time that we've been on here talking to each other, I've already showed y'all the United Nations of people all trying to bring up foundational Black Americans and crashing out in the process. They bringing us up, but they crashing out every time they do. I done showed y'all every single community from every single continent, from every single country. The one denominator all of them have is that they are disrupted by delineation. Every last one of them. If you look at all the people in the eyes that I just showed you, the one thing you will see is fear. Every last one of them are afraid. These people talking about throwing their own family under the bus. This person talking about throwing their neighbors under the bus. This person talking about it ain't our fight. This person talking about we need to run. You got the Panthers kicking out the tethers. Everything is revolving around this delineation movement because we are front and center stage. You can't change that. And let me tell you what else you can't change, family. A tether's always going to be a tether. And tethers are going to flock together. But now them damn tethers are flocking the hell out of this country. And it's a beautiful thing as we watch it and as we witness it. Did y'all see this right here? Conscious Fleroy done came out. And family, he's out here trying to push this brown beret. Because remember, they tried to get in the door with the tether Panthers. So now they're talking about the brown beret. Watch this.
Y'all really think the Black Panthers didn't stand in solidarity with the Brown Berets? A lot of y'all just speak very loud and strong and wrong, and you don't know your history, and I feel sorry for you. Not only did the Brown Berets mirror their infrastructure after the Black Panthers, they collaborated a lot throughout history. The Black Panther Party wouldn't be caring about them damn illegals. You don't know what you're talking about. Just like you ain't know what y'all was talking about when it came to the Black Panthers and Huey P. Newton, this topic right here.
Ain't that funny, though? Because the OG Panthers agreed with us. Didn't I tell y'all that they were trying to make it look like we was wrong? And now the OG Panthers that knew Huey P. Newton and no Bobby Seale all agree with us. Everybody's agreeing with us, fam. We were right the whole time. You was wrong, Conscious Fleroy. First off, you're wrong for that video you made laying on your stomach, kicking your damn feet with no flip-flops on. That was wrong. You was wrong for taking that picture with your shirt off with that hippopotamus you call a woman. You was wrong for that. You just wrong all the damn time. And newsflash is still ducking fades. You done duck fades so much, fam, your ass done came up and your ass done ran out. Now, if you notice, they can't say that no more because Aaron Dixon and a lot of the Black Panthers are saying, nah, we agree with delineation. So delineation has added another name to the list. Conscious Fleroy whooped him up the block.
I believe that's Yara Osawat, Huey P. Newton. This comes from a Black Panther newspaper. Now, for y'all that don't know, Yara Osawat was the president of Palestine, as well as the leader of the PLO, the Palestinian Liberation Organization. And you see right here who he meeting with, which takes me back to the...
Fam, did he just say the Palestine? I'm sorry, I got to be petty. Did he say the Plat? He don't even know. He always talking about what somebody know and don't know. You know, he one of them dudes who act like he's smart. He a fraudster. He always be acting like he's so intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Well, what happened was the signitude of the matter. Dude, you just said the Palestinians. He said the Palestine. Hold on.
See right here who he meeting with, which takes me back to the history of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, the Palestinian Liberation Organization.
Where the hell is Palestine? Is that on Mars? Is that Jupiter? This man taught all that intelligent stuff. His ass done butchered Palestine or Palestinian. This man said Palestine. That must be in Tetherland. You probably got all the coordinates to it, don't you? You got a house key. You got a house key in that damn village of Palestine. You can't even talk right. Till you can talk right, you can't talk to us, Fleroy. Now get your ass the hell up out of here. You and Palestine. Let me tell y'all something, though. This is what I'm talking about. Notice he's talking about the brown berets and stuff, right? So the brown berets was down with the black folks. No, they wasn't. No, they wasn't. Let me show y'all this, family. I'm going to show y'all exactly why we know everything he's saying is full-time cap. How do you know it's full-time cap? I'm going to tell you why it's full-time cap. Look at this right here, my brothers and sisters. If you want to see somebody full of it and you want to see somebody who don't know what the hell they're talking about, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Look at this right here, my brothers and sisters. Look at that right there. That right there is one of those brown berets. Okay, one of them brown berets that everybody's running around here now talking about. The brown berets, the brown berets. Yeah, but here's the kicker about a lot of those brown berets. We always focus on how the Black Panther Party had a hell of a lot of people in it that were working with the feds. What we need to talk about is that those brown beret folks, they were the main ones working with the feds. Look at your screen, my good brothers and sisters. Enjoy these receipts and facts that we are going to place on the table, and we're going to expose Fleroy and Palestine. Look at this. Yes, the Brown Berets were extensively infiltrated by the FBI, local police, including the Los Angeles Police Department, the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department, and other federal law enforcement agencies such as the Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco and Firearms, ATF, during the late 1960s and early 1970s. This infiltration was part of the broader government effort, including FBI's controversial COINTELPRO. Yep, to neutralize various civil rights and anti-war movements. You see right there, my good brothers and sisters, these individuals talking all that Palestine and talking all that brown beret. What they not going to tell y'all about all of them brown berets is that they was the main ones working with the feds. Yes, the hell they were. Those men were the same ones out here pretending that they was down. They were pretending to be riding for the cause, and then they was out there snitching and telling left and right. This is why we, as a certified foundational Black American community, are not allowing these individuals to get into our spaces. The guy highlighted right there, that is Julio Pedro Romero Abdullah Margarita. He was working with them feds, okay? Because nothing better than bringing in a bunch of anti-Latinos to make it look like these people have our backs. We know this. They know that. So therefore, delineation is doing the proper just due. Watch all of these people talking about the brown berets, because what you come to find out is they are the main components for COINTELPRO. So you see how Fleroy was just right there trying to promote the brown berets, trying to act like he's got all this information, but he left out the whole part about the brown berets and the young lords and all of these other little groups that were trying to rock with the Panthers were all the heaviest components of COINTELPRO. Let me tell you this, fam. Ever notice whenever we talk about COINTELPRO, we always speak about the Black Panthers and other Black people? What we need to really start putting the highlight and the focus and the attention on is that a lot of these little groups that were clicked up with the Panthers, they were the main ones doing all the dirty work. We always talk about William O'Neill. We also got to start talking about Pedro Gonzalez, okay? Because Pedro Gonzalez, he been working with them boys for a long time because he come here and he want to be a white man anyway. What's easier to get, family? So do you see why we ain't been allowing individuals to come into our spaces? Do you see why we have not been allowing individuals to act like they're us? Because every time these individuals act like they're us, next thing you know, you start getting people like Birdsong. So the Black Panthers, the real Black Panthers, oh, they kicked him out at the perfect time. Because let me tell you what he was doing. He was running around here talking about Black Panther when really this dude is a brown beret. That's really what he is, family. And remember, the brown beret, they all come from this community right here that tells us that we need to put on a cape for them.
Wait, I'm confused. I mean, maybe you guys had a conversation that I wasn't a part of, but I didn't know the... I'm confused. I mean, maybe you guys had a conversation that I wasn't a part of, but I didn't know the Black community turned against us. But thank you. Now I understand that the Black community is not our ally, and that they're all assuming, guys, that us as Mexicans, we all voted for Trump. They're assuming that we're all racist, and they're assuming that we all hate Black people. They have stereotyped us and put us into a category. So now they hate us because it's all of our fault. See, the actions of all Mexicans is my fault. Just the same way, I guess, maybe we could do the same. Black people also voted for Trump. So should we assume that all Black people are not our ally then? Should we assume that all Black people are Trump supporters? Should we assume that all Black people are racist? No, right?
Here's the thing. Black folks ain't running around here talking about some, let's stick together. Black folks ain't running around here getting deported. Nope. Y'all see how these individuals feel? Do you see what happens when you let individuals come into the movement that ain't us? Do you see how they trying to slide their way in to Black American business? Yeah, you see it. We all witness it. We all know exactly what they doing, but it ain't working now either, is it? You see what she was on? See, fam, this is what we say about these individuals. All right, they've been trying to get their way in. This was an opportunity for them to come in. And we said, hell to no, you can't. You feel me? This is why right now delineation is so powerful, because delineation is a force field around us. And it's getting to the point where nobody would even think twice about trying to invade our spaces. Black Americans, we weren't out here getting deported and then saying we're going to go vote for the person that deported us because we're non-deportable. And fam, a lot of them are out here having temper tantrums. That's just one. This woman right here, boy, she mad at y'all. She said, Black Americans, y'all out there don't want to help her. She mad at y'all. Watch this.
Y'all did not need to say that during the Black Lives Matter protest because who was there with you guys? Us. Right now, this is not even about, this is your guys' fight, not ours. It's about racism in general. You guys go through it. We go through it. We're supposed to unite together.
Oh, now they are interested in stopping racism. Now they got some type of vetted thing in stopping supremacy. Y'all notice how quick they want to stop supremacy when they realize that they can't be a supremacist? Y'all notice that? How many of y'all notice that? Y'all notice this? You see what I'm talking about? Uh-huh. These individuals don't give a damn about supremacy.
Together. That's what we're supposed to do right now. The people that should be peacefully protesting right now are the people that have gone through racist experiences. And the people that just don't agree with racism in general. And people are saying, oh no, it's not about your color of your skin. It's about coming here legally. How many people that are white, Latin immigrants are getting deported? Can you tell me? Can you tell me, please? Oh, and isn't 2/3 of Trump's wives, aren't they immigrants? Oh, interesting. Sounds like a hypocrite, right? This is not a game, and right now we need to be peacefully protesting. This is not about, this is you guys. This is you guys. We'll stay out of it. Brother, we were there with you guys. We were literally supporting you guys. We were like Black Lives Matter. We were there with you. It's time for all of us to unite right now. If you do not...
Fam, it ain't time for nothing. This is the whole kid. She ain't getting the memo. We don't give a damn. Look what she doing, y'all. This is time. This is time for us to get together. You don't make those determinations. You can't make those determinations. Them determinations are based on what we feel. Hell no. This is all on you. You can't sit there and try to tell us what we need to do. See, fam, what they're realizing now, they can't bamboozle Black Americans. That's what this is all about in reality. You see that, family? She's sitting there crying about us. Notice, y'all, simple as this. The person who's begging for someone else to help is the loser. No matter what Black Americans been through, we've never asked help from anybody. We just took note that nobody took the initiative to help us. And now we matching their energy. Now they're getting the energy that they gave to us. You came around us, you talked all that talk, but you ain't lift a fingernail. We didn't ask for you to help, but we noticed that you was calling us all those slurs while you was sitting there trying to be down with the W's. What's really making everybody mad now is that all the illegals have to deal with the part that they are the main ones who are being targeted, and it ain't us. That's what this is about. This is why they sent out Julio Flea Newton, because they are all in this reality, a stage of grief where they have to understand Black Americans aren't being targeted. She's upset right now because this ain't the America that she had in her little head. In her head, she thought this was going to be an America where she could come on over here. Black Americans do all the heavy lifting. Black Americans do all the damn work. And she could just sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Notice that, fam? Everybody getting everything from us and who ain't ever done nothing for us. You notice we done shut all that down? Y'all notice that, right? We done shut all that damn down. And now they're sitting there looking at themselves like, damn, Black Americans ain't helping us. What do we got? You don't have anything because you got to understand, in this country, they had a system that was at play that allowed them to come to America and just get everything for free based off of us. And now they can't do it no more, so they hurt. And you should be. You are exactly where you deserve to be. Upset, crying, and getting deported. That's the thing. So look at this, fam. Shut down her people. Shut down the other people. Shut down the individuals that they think are going to be in our lane and trying to perpetrate and portray the role of FBA. Let me tell you something. The role of foundational Black Americans will be played by foundational Black Americans. And we don't give a damn what anybody else has to say. Y'all are all out there being targeted and being targeted. Oh, it hurts your feelings. Your feelings is super hurt right now. But guess what? If your feelings is hurt right now, well, that's just kind of how the ball bounces. And y'all look at this right here, family, as we proceed to give you what you need. I want everybody to look at the screen. Look at y'all screen right here. Do y'all see this right here? This was a tether coming out here trying to tell Black Americans that the berets was working for us. Oh, we was all down. Oh, we need to get down with the berets now. The berets were so down. They had our back. Another, as my sister Natural Turl always says, an invisible ally. Somebody who claims to have done all these things for Black folks, but Black folks ain't seen none of it. This is what we're talking about these individuals. Look at the top, though, family. I'm going to show y'all who made that tweet. It's always somebody who's facing deportation. Have y'all noticed that? Have you noticed the people who are always upset at Black Americans are always the people who are facing deportation? You absolutely correct. Look at this individual, y'all. This is the person who made that damn tweet. Right there, y'all. Are you going to take advice from this guy? Is this somebody that we're going to take advice from, y'all? Is this somebody that we're going to say, hold on now, he making some points now. That man right there is trying to give us a history lesson about what's going on in America so he can stop getting deported. Listen, you and your spiked red hair are all going to go back to your village. That's where you're going. I'm sorry. It is what it is. We didn't make it this way. The laws of the United States made it this way. And the laws of the United States say, you got to go. And since you got to go, we ain't got no capes on at all for you. Hey, man, right there. Damn, that's that right there. When y'all be getting them little tweets and y'all be seeing stuff, it be people looking like that. Talking about something, look who helped you. Look who helped you. Look who did your hair. Look who fled. Look who's a loser. Look who's getting deported. You're looking in the wrong direction, world. Quit looking in my direction. I know we fly, but okay, you about to fly back to your homeland. So you got everything twisted and tangled and messed up. And brothers and sisters have been out here, and if you've noticed, the message is crystal clear. And the message is basically, y'all mad because you finding out this, that y'all ain't as big as the program. Y'all look at this right here, family. Isn't it funny how it takes this to get people's attention? Watch this.
What's happening?
This sister makes a damn good point about what we saying. Let's go.
What's happening in this country is immigrants are realizing that they are not bigger than the program of America. And America's program has always and will forever be racism. And now you're mad at us as if you wasn't warned for years on end. It ain't our fault you didn't fucking listen. What's happening in this?
To be completely honest with you, it's too many videos on here of y'all asking us to help y'all and not enough of y'all apologizing for bringing y'all ass over here and disrespecting Black Americans more than anybody else. Fred Hampton told y'all ass a long time ago that we had the same enemy. He literally had to beat y'all head in for y'all to understand this. That we had the same enemy, but y'all was so busy trying to make Black Americans your enemy that you didn't realize it wasn't even us. But it took Trump. But let's focus. Y'all came over here, voted against us, stepped on our toes, and then you want us to use those same toes to stand out there and tussle with your people? Because the last time I checked, ISIS people are color too. And that's the satisfying part for me. It's your own motherfucking people. So to y'all, all lives matter. And what about the Black on Black crime? What about the Mexican on Mexican crime with the deportation? Huh?
Damn $1 million question. $1 million, $1 trillion question. How about that, family? Because the majority of ICE agents are Latinos. So if we're going to talk about crime statistics, is that a part of the crime? The fact that you over there and you're deporting your own people? Is that the case? Y'all rounding up your own folks? You shouldn't be trying to come over here and talk to Black Americans about anything we got going on because, you know, you're over there arresting yourselves. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump just came out and he said this right here.
People we have, and they're Hispanic. ICE is largely Hispanic. They're the best people we have, and they're Hispanic. ICE is largely Hispanic. They're the best people we have. ICE is largely Hispanic. What ICE does, and Border Patrol is incredible too. I mean, they're mostly Hispanic, by the way. They're like 60% Hispanic. You know, they talk about Hispanic. They're mostly Hispanic, right? And they're unbelievable people. And then they say, oh, we discriminate against. I love Hispanic. They are unbelievable, entrepreneurial. They have everything. I did great. I did the highest. Nobody ever got numbers like I got from the standpoint of being a Republican. And they accuse us of all sorts of things. 60% of the people we're talking about, they're the best people we have, and they're Hispanic. The Border Patrol is largely Hispanic. ICE is largely Hispanic. They're the best people we have, and they're Hispanic.
Damn. Sounds like you guys are out there locking each other up, and you're Hispanic. And who's getting deported? Hispanic. Who got arrested? A Hispanic. By what? Another Hispanic. Who's Border Patrol? Hispanic. Who's ICE? Hispanic. Who's ICE? Hispanic. These are them. So why are you talking about us? This is what I'm telling everybody. They already know that they can't come over here. They already know that it's a wrap for them. They already know that we looking and we watching and we seeing y'all locking up each other. The same way that I just showed you all them tethers throwing each other under the bus. Delineation is a big ass wrench, and we done threw it into the game. You understand where I'm coming from? Delineation has threw a big ass wrench in the game, and people don't know how to sit well with that. That's bothering them. And family, if you start talking about things that are bothering people, let's go right now to Minnesota. We all know what happened last week. Remember, y'all, they sent out Paul Birdsong and the Tether Party, the Black Want-to-Bees, the Lion Want-to-Be Blacks. Everybody's seeing the way they did that little play, and that play didn't go nowhere. And then that situation ended up happening with the gentleman that got unalive over the weekend. Fam, do y'all know the Tethers is out there right now? Fam, let me show y'all this. Look at these Tethers. Look at these Tethers out there doing interviews. I want everybody to see this right now. Y'all look at this. Why are the Tethers out there doing interviews and the Tethers are trying to talk that? I'm going to tell you why. They can't get us, so now they got to go get Mutombo. Now Mutombo got to get on that front line. Mutombo got to go hold his own. Look at this right here.
Live murder. My kids watch it. My kids traumatized. But the media ain't going to talk about how my kids traumatized. The media are going to try to paint this man as a domestic terrorist. That's sad, man. And this man is an American citizen that was going after who? Immigrants. They were going after immigrants. But how you going to kill an American citizen going after immigrants? Traumatizing my kids. My kids, look up. My daughter's shaking right now. She got his flashback. I was sleeping. They saw it first. They woke me up. When I came to look, I heard pop, pop, pop. I saw the man dead by the line out right there. I was like, oh my God. Look at she crying right now. She want to.
Look at Mr. Mutombo. Look at Mr. Mutombo trying to get some Jollof biscuits. Look at him. I seen it. It was there. I not lie. My eyes no lie. It was there. Look at my kid. Is that even your kid, homie? Is that your kid? Look at him. Fam, but enjoy. This is good because this ain't us. So notice, y'all. They now got to go get the Tethers on the front line. And is it funny, y'all? As soon as every single thing ended up happening, now you see the Tethers on the front line because we ain't on the front line. I want y'all to notice that. I want y'all to see that Black Americans aren't there. So, the W's had to go there. And since the W's, it ain't working out too good for them, now you see that they got to go and get them who? Mr. Mutombo. So Mr. Mutombo got to go get on the front line, and he got to put himself in harm's way. But whether it's Mutombo, whether it's Mayo, whether it's Muhammad, it ain't one of us.
Go for here. She killing my kids. My kids, look up. My daughter's shaking right now. She got his flashback. I was sleeping. They saw it first. They woke me up. When I came to look, I heard pop, pop, pop. I saw the man dead by the line out right there. I was like, oh my God. Look at she crying right now. She want to go from here. She
ain't crying. What's he talking about? Look at her crying. Look, fam, they done went and got them the nearest Mutombo. This is the Mutombo Diaries. He lying. He reading a script. He can barely speak English anyway. He lying, y'all. Look at this dude.
She like, I don't know how to explain it. You know how when you went to something somewhere, then when you go back to that place, it gives you flashback? I don't even know how to explain it. Thank you. Babies, 4 years old, 7 years old, babies watching this thing live. But the media ain't going to talk about it, or the media going to talk about, he was a domestic terrorist. Jesus Christ. Y'all pray for America. That's all I got to say, man. Y'all pray for America, man.
No, then go to your homeland then. Then go to your homeland. What you talking about? Pray for America? Then leave. Then leave. Go to your homeland then. You ain't got to tell us that, fam. All this is off rip. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. They done went and got them a damn Mutombo. They done got a Mutombo because black Americans ain't out there. That's what that is, fam. They done got them a Mutombo talking about pray for America. He was putting on a whole show for them W's. That was matter of fact, hold on. Look at this. Fam, look at this. I didn't even catch this. Hold up. Y'all look. Look at that kid. Fam, do y'all see that child? Everything about that right there is that kid saying, I don't want to be here. Y'all see this? Tell me y'all seeing this right here. Please screenshot that. Please screenshot that and send it to me. Didn't we just talk about on Friday how they got these kids out here and they trying to sacrifice their kids so they can get some brownie points? Y'all see this right here? Look at that. Look at that kid. That baby's like, man, I don't want to be here. This damn Mutombo got me out here talking all this talk. That kid wants to be everywhere but right there. That child is looking disgusted. Look at this dude. Mutombo out there, hand is ashy and cold. Okay, the baby's sitting there looking, man, what the hell? Yeah, all cold. Got them kids out there. Got them kids so you can go do a little Jollof jig for the Mayo man. You want to get you some brownie points. So you out there doing the Jollof jig. Man, hell no. Look at that. The kid don't want to be nowhere near. The kid is sitting there thinking, man, this is a lie. I'm telling y'all, screenshots never lie. Freeze frames never lie. You can't change these damn screenshots, fam. Every time we hit one of these, it always tells a story. Don't it always tell a story, y'all? Look at this. You know exactly what it is. They had to go get them a damn Mutombo because what they thought was working just ain't working. Think about this, y'all. We just showed the people last week that we believe was tethers that left their baby in the car, right? Then you also see that little kid that they said was for bait, right? And then now you're seeing this right here. They are trying to substitute the fact that black Americans are absent and not present in any of these scenarios. They had to go out there and get the Mayo woman. That didn't end too good. They had to go out there and get the Mayo man. That didn't end too good. They looked around and said, where can we get the nearest Mutombo? Okay. And the child is sitting there right there telling the whole story. The kid is thinking he's lying. I didn't show him. This is all cosplaying. And can I get the hell up out of here? That kid wants to flee from her father. And that's okay. Because all kids would want to flee from that father. Hell, he fled from his father. Fam, it's just a whole line of fleeing. I tell y'all, grandma flee, cousin flee, aunties flee, uncles flee, nieces, nephews, all they do is flee. So she wants to flee away from him, then I ain't got no problem with it. Because apparently he's out there using them as bait. But what's the denominator? We're not present in any of this. Black Americans aren't anywhere to be found. Do y'all notice now they're trying to insert all these different individuals just because we're not there? We're not there at all. So what do they got to do? They got to send in people. They're going to either go get Mayo, they're going to get Mutombo, or they're going to go out there and go get one of these people claiming to be black. I already showed y'all earlier Muhammad Luther King. Let me show y'all this woman right here. What strikes you about this woman? Family, hold on to your seats, y'all. The tether alert is about to get rang. And you're going to realize what I'm talking about here in a matter of seconds. Let me tell you why. This woman claims that she's a black American, but she's going to start saying things that black Americans never say. You guys tell me when you notice it.
A lot of black people right now saying that they don't feel bad. We told you so. This isn't our fight. And honestly, I understand why you're saying that. You're coming. Me personally, as a you're coming. Me personally, say this isn't our fight or not. It is going to come to us, but black people know that because we've already to this, but this.
Why is she saying as a black person? And why does she keep overemphasizing we? Didn't we say anybody who always proclaims themselves to be a black person ain't black? Yeah, this is a tether right here. Yeah, this is a tether. This is a tether. Notice she's talking about we, us. Notice, y'all, this ain't nothing but Paul Bird-ish. It's the same thing. All of these people who clearly look Latino or Arabic, this ain't us. So y'all watch this, and she's about to tell y'all, without telling y'all, that she ain't one of us. Go ahead and watch. I'll be quiet.
This is definitely like another level. But this is definitely like another level. The way I'm looking at this is not all Latinos voted for Trump. Not all white people voted for Trump. Not all Asians, not all Arabs, not everyone voted for Trump. Although I see the percentages of what those demographics did, I'm not going to apply that to the general demographic and say, fuck all of you, I'm not helping any of you. Because to be honest, there are Black people who voted for Trump. For me, the Black people who are saying this isn't our fight, I get it, because it seems that our voices go unheard until something happens to you, a non-Black person. Until it happens to you, then you care. Then you're willing to fight. Then you're willing to put in the work. And it's hurtful. And then what happens after this? Say this all gets resolved tomorrow. For all of you who would never give Black people the time of day, would never listen to us in our pleas, we're all just gonna go right back to like
us. She keeps saying us, right? She keeps saying that. Notice what she also said, fam. She said us Black people deal with a lot of stuff, but this ICE situation is another level. Basically saying what we go through ain't nothing, and what the illegals go through is far worse. Okay, continue.
trying to comply with white supremacy, trying to align yourselves with white and European standards. Like, are you just going to betray us like you normally have? So personally, I get it. I do think that if we have a chance at somehow winning this or overcoming this, that we do have to work together with anyone who is willing to put in a fight. Do have to work together. That we do have to work together with anyone who is willing to put in a fight, put in the work. Oh, I'm really enjoying.
Right there. We all have to work together with anybody who's willing to put up a fight. Doesn't that sound a hell of a lot like the Latino Lion Party for international solidarity, anti-delineation? Notice, y'all, I want everybody right now, notice how they're sending in all these people of color, including Birdsong, to get us to go work with all of the POCs. And I'm going to tell y'all how you know she ain't one of us. Family, would any Black American ever say this right here? Musty days for women? What the hell?
Enjoying this whole women enjoy being musty trend. So I'm really enjoying this whole women enjoy being musty trend and enjoy being musty trend. Or it's not a trend, it's just a conversation happening on TikTok. And so I told my fiance about it because I have those days, but I don't call them like musty days. I call them my ugly days. What? Like, I love my days where I can just be ugly. And I was telling him about, like, you know, how women, sometimes they don't feel like showering, and that should be fine. Like, they feel like rotting, just being nasty and
what? Oh, hell no, you ain't like us. Fam, did she just say musty days? And she wants to be nasty? And she wants to rot and take no showers? Tell us you were tether without telling us you were tether. That right there is Tether 101. Remember the last video, fam? Right here. Us. Right here, you see must. The woman smiling. Look, boy, that shit creepy as hell, ain't she? She like, musty. We all in musty. You're getting very musty right now. You smiling a little too much for somebody talking about musty days. And by the way, family, I'm kind of on social media a lot, and I've never even heard of this trend of musty days. Mr. Mutombo ain't even brought that stuff up. Who the hell is this woman? Is this Musty Margarita? Let's go.
Enjoying this whole women enjoy being musty trend. So I'm really enjoying this whole women enjoy being musty trend and enjoy being musty trend. Or it's not a trend, it's just a conversation happening on TikTok. And so I told my fiance about it because I have those days, but I don't call them like musty days. I call them my ugly days. Like, I love my days where I can just be ugly. And I was telling him about, like, you know, how women, sometimes they don't feel like showering, and that should be fine. Like, they feel like rotting, just being nasty and gross, but comfortable. Women deserve it. We should be able, as
What women? What women you talking about? You must be talking about Mrs. Pedro. Don't talk on behalf of my woman. No, Don't ever talk on behalf of my sisters. Hell no. Musty days.
gross, but comfortable. Women deserve it. we should be able, as humans, it shouldn't even fucking matter. And I was telling my fiance about how men are like judging women for it, and they're like mad at women who want to be musty and live by themselves so that they don't get judged. My fiance used to be a professional gamer, so he's been in gaming environments almost his whole life. And he was telling me how musty days for women be men's everyday life. Like they literally just be musty as their existence. Y'all should think about that. A lot of black.
We done thought about it, and we done came to the conclusion. You ain't nothing but Musty Martinez. Musty Martinez. Have you just heard it all now? Family, did the record just get broken for the most obvious non-us person ever? The most musty non-us person ever? Did she just sit there and talk about we all need to be musty with a straight face and a smile in the previous video, try to talk like black folks? If you're going to send out somebody who's cosplaying being a black American, don't let this person talk about National Musty Day. Apparently, National Musty Day is every day for her. That is Musty Martinez, Musty Margarita. But you must get the hell out of here because you ain't like us. Hell no. Damn. I done seen it all and I done heard it all, family. They done sent out a known must monster. And they really think that that is going to get black Americans off the couch and support them? Hell no. I can't make that hell no more clear. But what I can do is show y'all exactly why these individuals are sweating. Now, fam, we understand they're musty. We get that. But let me tell y'all why they're sweating right now. There's a lot of must going on. There's a lot of must in the air. There's a lot of must in the air. But I'm going to show y'all why everybody's out there getting so musty. Is because there's been some developments over the last few days going on out there in the area where they want us to put on the capes. Yes, that's what I'm just being honest, fam. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, and too many tamales to do that to her. Okay, family, one of the reasons why they feel this way, because there's been some breaking news going on out there in Minnesota. One of the breaking news is that you've seen is that Tom Homan says that he done showed up on the case. And Donald Trump has removed the border security, border patrol head honcho, and he's inserted Tom Homan. And this is why they're sweating right now, and including why they're so musty right now, because of stuff like this right now.
Doing enforcement operations at a church. False. Didn't happen.
They were parked there. They did not do an operation there. She said they were parked in a public space legally.
But to say that and to push that out there puts fear in the immigrant community. So let me tell you what's happening.
To do that puts fear in the community. To park the ICE agent's vehicle
they're on a
near
public
a church.
Street.
They are
on a public street.
She said
they're on a public street
sir.
waiting to respond to a criminal alien release pulled aside the road. Let me tell you, in the last couple of days, what's happened in Boston. They arrested Victor Gomez Parrish, a 33-year-old criminal alien from Guatemala, with charges of aggravated rape, assault and battery with dangerous weapon, indecent assault and battery on a victim 14 years or younger. They arrested Kaylee Espinosa, a 34-year-old criminal alien from Colombia, with charges of aggravated assault on a pregnant victim. They arrested Joshua Gonzalez, a 24-year-old criminal alien from Dominican Republic, with charges for trafficking heroin, morphine, opium, resisting police, disorderly conduct, and drug distribution. They also arrested Samuel Armando Barrera, a 20-year-old criminal illegal alien from Guatemala, pending charges for assault and battery on a child. So Mayor Wu and Governor Healy, they ought to be calling ICE and thanking them for making their streets safer, for protecting their communities and taking these people off the street. They have turned a blind eye to this. They're sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities and sanctuary states are sanctuaries for criminals. Give ICE access to the jail to arrest a bad guy in the jail rather than have to go in the community to find them. Because when you go in the community and find them, it puts ICE officers at greater risk. It puts the community at greater risk. It puts the alien at greater risk because anything can happen on the street risk. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to prioritize public safety threats. When you got governors and mayors who are releasing these public safety threats every day into the community, that call.
She got quiet real quick, didn't she? Fam, wasn't she just talking back a minute ago? Do you see how she piped down? First off, them W men is out there flatlining them W women in the street. So she might want to be a little cautious with what she's saying. But if you notice, she started off talking loud. She got real quiet real quick, didn't she? It ain't going too good.
Of the crime rate, and we've seen some terrible incidents in the last few days where innocent victims are murdered. This past year, I've seen innocent Americans raped and murdered by people who are not supposed to be here. So rather than going back and forth, say, well, ICE has got a car parked near a church, that is ridiculous. You're out there looking for people like this. Exactly what they're doing.
Woo! Buddy old pal, let me tell you something. what has happened over the last few days. And I'm going to go all the way with it. Remember, y'all, that's supposed to be us. That's supposed to be Black Americans out there. This is what's going on in America. Nobody's going to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you. Everybody you see right now being harmed, being unalived, being assaulted, that is supposed to be Black Americans. We're not supposed to be here right now laughing at these people from the comfort of our own home. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be us on the front line. And when we're not on the front line, somebody's got to be on the front line. So they said, hey, Karen, go ahead, get her. Then they said, hey, Chad, go ahead, get him. They also got Mr. Mutombo, and he was out there jigging for some Jollof. Black Americans aren't anywhere. So now they're having to fill the gaps of our lack of presence there. We're absent right now. We didn't come to school that day because we understood that something was about to go down. America is going through a transformation. The transformation is that Black Americans don't give a damn about none of these issues. We only care about what directly affects us. And then if it directly affects us, we will handle it according to how we want to, not how you tell us to. This is the difference on everything that's going on in the United States of America. And if you notice this, family, the ante is getting picked up quite fast. How do you know? Let me show y'all this right here. People think we out here playing in these streets. They really think that we was going to turn around. They doubted this movement, everybody. I want everybody to know they've been doubting this movement because they thought that this movement was just going to go flatline, was going to go bye-bye, wasn't going to exist. And they're having a hard time realizing, damn, this generation is different. This generation ain't playing. This generation is all about it. Yes, the hell it is. Y'all look at this right here, family. When I tell y'all it's supposed to be us out there and it ain't, and it's driving everybody insane, that's exactly what I mean. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Here we go. Brothers and sisters, certified foundational Black American Society. Look at this right here and enjoy the show.
Stay right there. Okay, observe him right there.
Let me guess, still no warrant? You don't think you need one?
Leave her, but you got the baby. Cierra la puerta, cierra la puerta.
Yo me voy con mi esposo.
Él va preso.
No, yo también.
Mami. Él va preso.
Sacrificing another kid. Family, how many kids are they going to put out there? Notice, everybody who's facing deportation always throws their kid on the front line. Every time you turn around, it's a kid in a car that ICE hurt them. It's a little baby. They said ICE ended up arresting him. And now it's this woman talking about, somebody please leave me alone. How about you just not be illegal? How about that much?
Hey, put him in the car. Don't let her. Put him in the car. What are you doing? You're taking him to Liverpool. Hey, give me his ID. Hey, move out. Man, go home with the baby.
So, Malik, bring it in the car.
No, Malik, don't let her in the car.
No, por favor, no. Señor, ¿por qué?
Get up! What are you doing? Get the kid out of there. Look at her, family. She's really trying to get them to do something to that kid. That's my personal opinion, family. I personally believe that she is sitting there wanting a situation to have that kid involved. These people have crossed the line to the point where they genuinely want to use their kids as bait. That's what they're doing, fam. They're using the kids as bait. You see it. How many times are we going to sit here and witness this, family? These individuals want something to happen.
Yeah, she don't want to move. She don't want to move.
He took off. Look, he ran.
Leave him alone.
Look at that. Speedy Gonzalez. Look at fam. He took off. He took off running with the handcuffs on while the woman with the baby provided protection. Look, she blocks off the agents and he gets out and he runs.
Leave him alone.
What the hell? Black people, certifieds, foundationals. What the hell did we just watch? Did he do all that to run into a pile of snow? Where the hell did you think you was gonna go, Ramiro? Where the hell did you think you got on handcuffs? What the hell did you think was gonna happen? The man took off. He's like, what the hell? Where did he go? And then he fell. Family, that lasted all but 30 seconds. That was the worst getaway in history. Use the same skill that you got when you jump over the fence. Notice, fam, I told y'all they lose the ability to invade when ICE shows up. They lose the ability to run when ICE shows up. Use all the skills that you took to get here to America. You knew how to jump over the border, fly over the border, crawl under the border, go through the border. You knew how to run from Tijuana all the way to the United States. You knew how to run from Venezuela, Nicaragua, all the way to the United States. What the hell happened to all your running skills, Julio? You can't run no more because now you're running into piles of snow with ICE. And now you're getting arrested by ICE while your woman used the damn baby as a block. So we seen 3 kids already, and they got the kids out there because we ain't out there. And it's going to stay that way. Let's go. He's about to run. Look, he's telling her. He just told her. Fam, he just, watch. He whispers to her. He's like, I'm about to go. I'm about to run. I'm about to do what I did, how we got here. Look, he's talking to her. Look, fam, he's telling her. She says yes, and then she provides protection. Damn, did she hide it? Did she hold the seatbelt? Oh, she did. She did, fam. Do we got to slow it down? Do we got to slow it down? Let's slow it down, family. Let's look at all of these events and how they took place. I want everyone to notice Miss Romero, how she protects Mr. Pedro, who are both here illegally. But I want you to see how he tries to evade the authorities. Julio's, don't try this at home. Uh-oh. And he's gone. He almost fell. Where are you going? Damn, y'all. He's running to a fence. He's running to a fence, fam. His instincts done kicked in. He said, if I know how to run one place, I will find the nearest fence. Fam, he didn't run in the street. He didn't try to jump on the car. He jumped on a fence. He ran to the nearest. Boom! Don't try this at home. And return to sender. There you go, family. Woo! We just Black Americans, you know what I'm saying? We just out here handling our business. We're just focused on our certified foundational Black American family tree. You know, we're law-abiding citizens. We just sit back and watch this. You know, it's not my fault. I didn't say put on the handcuffs and use the child as bait and try to run to a fence. I understand he went to default mode, y'all. Okay. He went back to factory mode and he said, what did I run? Fence. But he didn't even make it to the fence. Julio, I'm just here to let you know that fence is still in America. That fence is not going to get you back to Mexico. That fence you're looking for is probably a couple 100,000 miles south. You in the wrong place. It don't snow in Tijuana, bruh. You're effed up. But family, this is who they want us to put on the cape for, and this is why we're not doing it. I want everybody to notice this. They're out there with handcuffs on running into snow piles. They're out there getting billy clubbed. We're sitting here watching the videos. They don't like the fact that we're watching, we're laughing, they're running, and they're crashing. That's the difference between today and yesterday. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Today, they got to pay the price. What the hell was he thinking? But do you see, they always put the kid up, y'all. Always put the child up. Ooh, let's get the kid now. Ooh, the kid is going to be the main one. They always be using these kids as sacrificial lambs. That's just what they do. Every time you turn around. And they run it with no plan. He ain't got no plan. Fam, that was the definition of you ain't got no plan. He had no plan. He didn't know what the hell he was going to do. They just run it. And then the ICE agents was out there. And this is who they want us to put on the cape for the POCs and the minorities, the black and brown, no religion. Right there. No, we ain't helping. No, we ain't coming. No, your ass on your own. But if we proceed to give everybody what they need, that ain't the first time, family. That ain't the first time. Look at that whole place. She held the belt and everything. She was out there protecting her Julio. She said Julio gonna be good. So, family, did we just have Mrs. Musty Martinez, and I believe that may have been Mrs. Musty Martinez's brother, okay, run with handcuffs in the snow, fall into an ice pile, and they think black Americans are gonna be like, yeah, you know, hell yeah, those are people we want to go help. You absolutely positively correct. No, you absolutely positively wrong. How about that? Let me tell y'all this as well, fam, as we sit here and we talk about all these people. You know that we foundational black Americans got this to say right here. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. I'm going to show y'all this right here. Look at this. This is what we were talking about just the other day. They were out here doing this right here. Remember the one individual that they said was being used as bait? This is what we mean, y'all. They use this child as bait as well. Y'all look at this and y'all enjoy the show. Here we go.
Custody of the images of a 5-year-old boy returning home from preschool, detained by ICE. Agents taking the boy and his father into custody. Vice President J.D. Vance in Minneapolis today defending ICE agents, claiming they were protecting the child, saying, what are they supposed to do? Matt Rivers in Minneapolis again tonight.
Tonight, the haunting images sparking a firestorm. A preschool boy standing in the Minnesota cold swept up in the ICE crackdown. School officials say 5-year-old Liam, wearing his blue hat and backpack, and his father, Adrian Alexander Conejo Arias, had just pulled into their suburban Minneapolis driveway Tuesday when agents took that father into custody. The school then saying an agent essentially used the 5-year-old as bait, directing him to see if anyone else was home before taking the boy away. The district saying Liam is among 4 students recently detained.
The sense of safety in our community and around our schools is shaken, and our hearts are shattered. And honestly, at the end of the day, children should be in school with their classmates.
But DHS telling a different story, saying ICE did not target a child, claiming Liam's father is an undocumented immigrant and fled on foot, abandoning his son in the driveway. Tonight.
What? Damn, man. These are the worst parents ever. Did they just say he abandoned the child on foot and the kid was out there in the cold by themselves? Hold on.
The day children should be in school with their classmates.
But DHS telling a different story, saying ICE did not target a child, claiming Liam's father is an undocumented immigrant and fled on foot, abandoning his son in the driveway. Tonight, during a visit here in Minneapolis, Vice President J.D. Vance saying the agents were protecting the child.
What are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to let a 5-year-old child freeze to death?
But the district says multiple people on scene did offer to take the child, but were refused. Vance broadly praising the work of federal agents, saying the vast majority are doing excellent work. But for the first time tonight, the administration telling me they are willing to discipline ICE officers, quote, when justified.
Somebody did something wrong. Yes, they're going to face disciplinary action, but we're not going to judge them in the court of public opinion.
Vance saying he's trying to ease soaring tensions amid furious protests. Border Patrol Commander-at-Large Greg Bavino tossing a smoke grenade into an unruly crowd. Agents pinning this person to the ground, this stunning image of the pepper spray at close range. And David, tonight, the chilling image of that little boy standing out in the cold, striking a chord with so many here. The family's lawyer saying the boy's father did come to this country legally. And David, tonight we've learned that both father and son are being held together at a process.
Look at that, family. Y'all see that? Y'all see how they trying to run this game? How they trying to turn this into a whole different situation? Let me show y'all how they run it around here. Look at this. This is what they saying about that now, brothers and sisters. Look at this right here. Look at that. That's who they were trying to make that little picture with the black kids, and they were trying to do our sister Ruby Bridges. They was trying to tie that all in. Y'all see how they trying to play this right here? Trying to make it look like, oh my God, it's another kid. They are using kids now as a prime example to how evil ICE has been treating them, but they leave out all the details. Family, I want everybody to notice this. This is what I want everybody to see and everybody to notice. If you watch and you look and you observe and you analyze this whole situation, everybody who's a tether are using their children to try to slander ICE so they can get some brownie points. Family, we're literally now witnessing them trying to fill in the gap that Black Americans left because we're not present. They're trying to fill in that gap with children. And then you come to find out there was a hell of a lot of falsehoods to that story. A lot of people were coming out and they were like, hold on, that ain't how it all went down. No, that ain't what happened. Let me show y'all how it really played out in the part that they leaving out. They leave out a hell of a lot of stuff, fam. A hell of a lot of stuff. Let's just say this. We ain't ever doing that. Somebody made a good point. Why don't Julio and Pedro just go call the Lion Party? The Lion Party should help that. Y'all notice he ain't out there on the front lines of any of these situations because he can't tie this into black people? Ain't it funny? Look at this, fam. This is how that situation really unfolded. And it ain't the way they say it is. Look at this.
Was abandoned by his illegal alien father, and now the Democrat Party is trying to tell you that he was either kidnapped or he was arrested. The 5-year-old was arrested and detained on his way home from preschool before being used as human bait to arrest his parents. What actually happened here is ICE went to make an immigration arrest. The father had his son in the car, and then the father fled the scene, ran away, abandoned his child in a running car, just ran off without the kid. What do you want law enforcement to do? Just abandon the child in the street and say, nah, we're going to go after him? No, they left as decent people. They left an ICE officer with the child to make sure that he was safe. ICE gave him some McDonald's. They played his favorite music. They even tried to transfer the child to the custody of the mother, but the father, who at this point had been apprehended by them, was demanding that she not answer the door. ICE literally cannot hand a child to an unauthorized person without verified legal guardianship or parental consent. The father requested the child remain with him at a family detention center. This kid was abandoned by his illegal alien father, and now the Democrat Party is trying to tell you that he was either kidnapped or he was arrested. The 5-year-old was arrested and detained on his way home from preschool before being used as human bait to arrest his parents. What actually happened here is ICE went to make an immigration arrest. The father had his son in the car, and then the father fled the scene, ran away, abandoned his child in a running car, just ran.
So you fled your homeland and you fled your children. Y'all notice that? You're fleeing everywhere. Fleeing here, fleeing there, fleeing everywhere.
Off without the kid. What do you want law enforcement to do? Just abandon the child in the street and say, nah, we're going to go after him? No, they left as decent people. They left an ICE officer with the child to make sure that he was safe. ICE gave him some McDonald's. They played his favorite music. They even tried to transfer the child to the custody of the mother, but the father, who at this point had been apprehended by them, was demanding that she not answer the door. ICE literally cannot hand a child to an unauthorized person without verified legal guardianship.
Oh, no, because if you would have did that, they would have been like, hold on now. Did y'all see what they did to that kid now? So you see the real story, family? And we just sat there and showed you these people. See, it's one thing. Last week, it was the baby that was in the car where the parents went to go protest for an hour. And then they try to say that the gas ended up getting on the kid and the kid had an asthma attack and couldn't breathe. That was that. Then you're seeing this one right here. They're talking about they use the child as bait. I just showed you a minute ago, Miss Margarita was using the child as a shield against the other person. This only happens when you're desperate. But are y'all surprised that people who have a history of fleeing and running and hopping and skipping and jumping, are y'all surprised that these individuals are out there and they're using their kids as bait? Who really used the child as bait? Who really did it? It was really them. It wasn't us, because foundational Black Americans are not there. So when you add all of this up, fam, there's really nothing left for these individuals. These individuals are stuck in the same position over and over and over. Desperation is in full damn swing. Why is desperation in full swing, fam? It's because they don't have Black Americans there. And we're going to keep bringing that point home all the way. Black Americans are not present to be in any of these situations. Therefore, Black Americans cannot be the scapegoat or the fall people for none of these folks. These people all got to hold their own NUTs if they got them. And if you think that you're going to come to the United States of America and try to dump off all of your crime and your statistics on Black Americans, and we're just going to continue to play that game, you out your damn mind. You are out your mind every day and twice on Sundays. And the presence of Black Americans is a powerful thing. It goes to show y'all, this is hammering home a lot of things that we've said. First off, you've seen all these tethers say the same exact thing about other tethers that we said. They're saying it. You're also seeing these people use their children as bait. We said that as well. They're doing it. And you're also, on top of that, seeing these individuals come out and talk like this. Family, you knew damn well they had to bring out this individual. Why the hell is Jasmine Crockett still out here kicking all of that slavery and slave catcher talk? Isn't this the same stuff that Paul Birdsong talks about? It's the same stuff, family. And I want y'all to see, every time you turn around, she's trying to bring up Black America because she, I question, is probably not a Black American. Look at her bucking her eyes, y'all. She's starting off bucking her eyes, and I ain't even hit play. Watch this.
I'm not trying to upset Latinos. This is said because I know my history. When I know that slave patrols were some sort of military-like-ish policing force that was going out and grabbing and disappearing people based upon their skin color. People were having to walk around and show their papers. Yeah, that is what it looks like. That's what it looks like to me. And I'm not trying to upset Latinos. This is said because I know my history. When I know that slave patrols were some sort of military-like-ish policing force that was going out and grabbing and disappearing people based upon their skin color. People were having to walk around and show their papers.
First off, the people that she's talking about, those people are illegal. And it's by law that they can get apprehended. See, fam, this whole thing about slave catchers and immigrants and all that, that doesn't comply at all. You're talking about people who are unlawfully in America versus people who were enslaved. So basically, you're talking about a criminal and you're talking about an enslaved person. Can I say the quiet part out loud? I'm going to go there, fam. Straight up and down. The illegal immigrants got more in common with the slave catchers than the Black people do. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, hell yeah, I said it. Think about it. They're always trying to compare these ICE agents to the slave catchers. Shouldn't they compare the illegal immigrants to the slave catchers? Because they got far more in common. As a matter of fact, that illegal immigrant, he subscribes to the ideology of supremacy that the slave catcher has. The illegal immigrant don't like the Black slave the same exact way the slave catcher doesn't like us. So if you had all three people in the room, the Black slave, the slave catcher, and the illegal immigrants, guarantee you the illegal immigrants would side with the slave catcher. They do when they go to prison. When they go to prison, what happens? When they go to prison, you see the illegal immigrants, they start teaming up with all the supremacists. And she leaves all of that out. But we gonna call all that out because we ain't about none of them games. Understand this and trust me when I tell y'all, these people are not moving the audience or moving the crowd. You see what just happened to the Tether Panther Party. You see what happened to the Democratic Party or any party that believes that Black Americans' situation, struggle, and existence is anywhere comparable to an illegal immigrant. Anybody who would say that is openly telling you right now they want Black Americans on the front line. And Black Americans aren't going to the front line. So right now, them folks are going to the back. That's what's happening. And you need to just go ahead and call up who? Call up the Lion Party, because I'm sure they're out there and they're willing to not help. Family, every time they say something like that, I'm going to show y'all something like this. Look at this right here. Y'all check this out right here. Brothers and sisters ain't playing that game. This is the energy we stepping into 2026 and beyond with. And it's an energy of we don't give a damn. It's up.
Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who's also running for Senate in the state of Texas, made a statement where she said when she think about ICE, she think about slave patrol. She's comparing ICE to slave patrol. Now we got to remember, slave patrol were people who was trying to capture enslaved people who was brought into this country to be slaves that was fighting to get their freedom. They was fighting away from chains and bondage. They was fighting to get their freedom. And slave patrol was trying to capture them to bring them back into slavery, into bondage. ICE is trying to get rid of people who came into our country illegally, even though they had the opportunity to come in the right way through the front door. They chose to come in through the back door, to be here illegally, and to live on taxpayers. And she's comparing that to slave patrol. This is a woman who's running for Senate in the state of Texas. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm really talking to black people. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all have to stop allowing these doggone people in government, these doggone people, to compare everything to slavery. They compare everything to slavery, and they do that because they want to pull on the emotional strings of black people. If they compare anything to slavery, they know that black people are going to get upset and going to start calling everything racist. She's comparing ICE, who's doing a job of removing illegal immigrants out of this country, people who came in this country the wrong way, who literally broke into this country. She's comparing them to slave patrols. People who was capturing people to keep them bounded as slaves, to keep them in chains. So ICE is not trying to keep anybody in chains. They're trying to remove these people who came in our country illegally. But Jasmine Crockett, the woman who's running for Senate in the state of Texas, says she when she think about ICE, she think about slave patrol, people who were trying to keep black people in chains. Y'all got to stop allowing these people to compare everything to slavery. They trying to compare everything to slavery because they want to make everything about races. They don't want anything to be just what it is. They know if they try to make everything about race, that black people are going to be upset about it. And at some point, black people got to open their eyes and say, enough. Enough. We are tired of you continue trying to hold us down with racism, because that's what it is. These Democrats know if they keep talking about race, that the black people, and I'm not saying all, the majority of the black people is going to fall in line too. Let me tell y'all something. Do y'all think, and let's be honest about it, do y'all think if black people just went to another country and drove to those countries that would just open the gates and allow us to come in? Do y'all think they would change everything for black people? Listen, we in the United
States. Hell no, they wouldn't. Hell no, they wouldn't. Never, not at all, they wouldn't. Never.
States of America. You got states that won't change everything for black people, but y'all want us to open up the gates, open up the doors, and just allow these illegal immigrants in to do what they want to do. And this lady compared them to slave patrol. Black people, y'all got to stop allowing yourself to be used. They're using you. They're using you to try to get their way with these illegal immigrants. These illegal immigrants have nothing. There's no comparison with these illegal immigrants coming into this country illegally and enslaved blacks in this country. Just like there's no comparison with enslaved blacks' birthrights and these illegal immigrants' birthright. It's totally different. At some point, black people, y'all got to say enough. Enough. Stop trying to use us. Stop trying to pull out our emotional strings with this bull crap. They are illegal. We're in this country legally.
Case closed. Case closed. Case closed. That's exactly what we're doing now. What we're doing now is all that. What she just said, shout out. That was cool. You made some good points. But I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't what we need to do, is what we're doing. Remember, y'all, people going to come around. They're going to tell you what we need to do. I'm here to tell y'all what we already doing. How do you know we already doing it? Because you see the after effects and the results. If you ever want to know if things are in motion, look at the results of said motion. Our motion is showing y'all that these people are falling out all the way live. And what did I tell everybody previously? The Democrats need Black Americans to suffer, because Black American suffering is what gets the Democrats voted. That gets the Democrats in office. And I don't see the Democrats winning anytime soon because they don't have no black folks that they can dump this on. So instead of Black Americans being the scapegoat for these illegitimate protests and this anarchy, now they're using babies. Yes. They're using tether babies. They're using Mayos. They're using Miracle Whips. They're using Joe Laws. They're using everything other than us because we are not present. Isn't it a beautiful, fam? Ain't it right? Ain't it right? And this is why nobody's rocking with them. They think that they got something going, but I'm telling y'all, every time they do this, they only making it worse for themselves. They only making it worse for themselves. That's what's happening. Watch what this brother says right here. And when I first seen this brother talking, I thought he was about to start talking some hillbilly, some redneck talk, okay? Watch what he says about the protest going on. Now, I'm not saying this man ain't grassroots. I don't know this guy at all. But what I do know is that he's saying exactly what we be saying because everybody's putting the picture together. And it's that the Democrats are on their own. Watch.
Hey, the reason liberals like those Black Panthers in Minnesota so much is because that black people are finally doing something. Like, they're all like, yeah, I want to join the Black Panthers. They don't want to join the fucking Black Panther. They're like, finally, these niggas is doing their job. Jesus, I'm going to go back and have a latte. That's all it is. Hey, remember when Trump won the first time and liberals had those signs that said, if Hillary had won, I'd be at brunch? They want to go to brunch, but they can't go to brunch unless niggas is out there fighting. So when they see the Black Panthers out there in Minnesota, they were like, finally, I can go to brunch. They don't give a fuck. They're not going to join the Black Panthers. They're not going to do anything. They could have done this a long time ago, right? The Black Panther Party for self-defense is for defending ourselves. It's not for defending y'all. Defend yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the reason they are not, they're not saying that they want the Black Panthers to like be side by side with them. They're saying they want the Black Panthers to do the work that they should be doing. Ever since that white woman got killed, all the white liberals are showing their true colors. And what they're really saying is, hey, back in the day, we bought these darkies over here to work for us, and it's time for them to get back to work. Their vacation has been long enough. Get to work, darkies. We got shit for you to do. That is what they're saying.
Damn. Even this guy's putting it together. Now, I don't know this guy, but I'm sure he's not super plugged in to the grassroots, but even he can tell that this is all a play to get us on the front line. Even he sees it. So damn, everybody says, yep, the Pink Panther Party, absolutely. If he sees it, then damn. It lets you know, fam, that what we're doing is that monumental. It's that strong, that they're out here literally, legitimately seeing that they want us on that front line and we're not on that front line, so they can't get nothing. And speaking of that, fam, something slick happened the other day. I need you guys' assistance, okay? Y'all work with me on this one, okay? This congressman, I don't know what he is. He's a Congress guy in Minneapolis. I don't know what he is. African, Arabic, I don't know what this guy is. But let me show y'all something. Remember I showed y'all Mr. Mutombo earlier today, and Mr. Mutombo had the little kid, and the kid didn't want to be there? You notice how I keep telling y'all that they got to find replacements for Black Americans because Black Americans aren't being the scapegoats to this situation? You can't scapegoat us if we ain't there. You can't unalive us if we ain't there. You can't harm us if we ain't present. Black Americans have just separated ourselves and delineated from everybody to the point when they look around for somebody who got to catch that next slug from that border patrol, it ain't us. Somebody got to catch that next slug from ICE, it ain't us. Somebody got to run and get put in handcuffs, it ain't us. Family, these people are so dastardly, they're willing to use babies as a replacement for Black bodies. So it tells y'all how much they don't love their own community. That's why they always fleeing. And it also tells y'all how right we were when we delineated from their asses. Let me show y'all this right here. This guy shows up and he starts hugging on these people. He starts hugging. He starts talking about, oh, they got our backs out here. Y'all look at this right here. Y'all look at this. This congressman. Do y'all know this dude? Anybody who knows this guy, please allow the family to know this person's name, okay? This is a Congress guy in Minnesota, yada, 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 yada. Y'all look at this right here. He starts talking and goes out there, to meet and greet with the people. Well, while he's out there meet and greeting with the people, somebody shows up and starts talking, and this is another tether plant. Y'all watch this.
People, they just want their lives back. Minnesotans are good people. They're hurting. They're grieving. The small businesses are closed. There's a welcoming community. They don't.
What's his name? Ro Kahana. Okay, gotcha. Y'all look at this. Look who shows up right here. Another tether, fam. Hairline covered up. Forehead covered up. Look at the camera here. Camera there. Cell up. So they can make it look like Black people are there. See, they failed with the Tether Panther Party. They failed with Mr. Mutombo. They used all their children. In this game of trying to replace Black Americans at these protests, trying to get somebody that looks like us. They went and found somebody who don't look like us because we have hairlines. But notice something at the end of this video.
What's they choosing to do? Say it with your chest. They choosing to do. What we're choosing to do is we're choosing to be civil. That's what happens in America. Every morning I'm here, bro. We have said the Pledge of Allegiance with our hand over our heart. We love this country, but we ain't fighting for the bullshit. Okay? One thing that I would say to you, man, in front of all these people. You got
boy, hey, listen. I see y'all in the chat already. Y'all already know this dude. Y'all already know this man's whole background. This is a full Jamaican. We might as well not even hide it. A full Jamaican. Fam, ain't this scripted? Look at this person right here with the camera. Look at this, fam. Look at this. They're like, oh, I got an idea. Let's go get some tethers out there. Notice, fam, you're not hearing any of the W's talking. You ain't seen none of the Karens talking, even though Karens, hold up, wait a minute. I need to see y'all face for this one. Notice this, brothers and sisters. You seen a Karen get unalived, but they're not interviewing any Karens on the scene of Minneapolis, Minnesota. You seen a Ken get unalived, but they're not interviewing any Kens on the scene in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So you mean to tell me this Alex Petrie and this Renee Good both got unalived by two W's, and the interviews that you're seeing are Mr. Mutombo and Mr. Rastaman, and the cameras is right there trying to make it look like them as black folks? I'm telling you, for the billionth time, y'all, we ain't there. So they went and got them some Mayos. Mayos done got taken out. Now they got to go get some tethers. They gonna start infiltrating that whole scene with a bunch of tethers because they can't go get no certified black Americans to be there. Look at this even further, y'all. Watch how you see this man give a whole Black Lives Matter script.
You got family. I got kids. Who got kids? Raise your hand. Yeah. All right. So at some point, we are going to have to give our kids something. We was out here the other day, 29 degree negative. But we out here, right? Yes. All right. So if we out here with 40-degree negative heat, my friend, we out here now. So I want you to go back to Capitol Hill, and I want you to tell them you spoke directly to me. You spoke directly to someone that's on the ground. My name is Michael Wilson, common spelling, M-I-C-H-A-E-L Wilson. You're cold, I'm cold, but brother, I love you. Our job in this country is to protect from enemies foreign and domestic.
You ain't an American. You're not even a black American, family. Look how he's trying to talk all military. Our job is to go out there and to protect all of the people of America because the third day told me to. Hell no. And look at his coat. 2020. Look at this, y'all.
What?
No. Look at his coat. His coat says 2020. That's the George Floyd coat he's got on. That right there, my good brothers and sisters, that's him wearing that George Floyd coat that he got when he was out there getting paid during the George Floyd protest to go out there and say the same exact thing. They just didn't think that we would catch it, but we always do. Proceed.
Our job in this country is to protect from enemies foreign and domestic. One thing I guarantee my life for going forward, now that I got you here, every single day I'm out here with a Pledge of Allegiance. Every single day I'm going to do a nurse roll call. We got any registered nurses out here? Nurses?
I'm a nurse. This
All right.
Hey, that counts.
Now, I got nurses out here, bro. Engineer.
Hey.
From Chicago. This is what you, and not saying you, because I know what side you're on. But I want you to leave here with hope. Yes. I want you to go back and tell them I left here with hope. I spoke to a young man. He put his heart on the table, but we put our hearts on the table. You know why? Because, sir, we give a fuck. And because we do it because we love our country. We do it because it's the right thing to do. But more importantly, this young man could have saved 10 to 20,000 lives in his lifetime.
Freeze. Family, let's get to the end. Y'all tell me if y'all notice what happens here when he tells everybody who he is and where he works. Watch.
When you're done, 5 to 10 minutes, let's just talk.
What's the story? Really short. Thank you for being out. You've always been kind, and so thank you.
I did early. I didn't even come out here to speak. But now that we got these cameras out here for your live feeds, we're not going to be negative. But thank you, sir. This means a lot to me. It means a lot to me what you're doing. So whatever you need.
And your story is that?
I'm going to make 5 to 10 minutes of your time.
Did they cut it off as soon as he said, I'm the Jamaican? Family, why did it cut off right there? He just went on a whole diatribe for 10 minutes. Soon as he says, I'm the Jamaican, they cut it off. I'm the Jamaican, they cut it. He didn't even get the whole damn J out. He's I'm the Jip. Next scene. Why did they cut it off there?
your live feeds, we're not going to be negative. But thank you, sir. This means a lot to me. It means a lot to me what you're doing. So whatever you need. And your story is that? I'm the Jamaican 5 to 10 minutes. You, sir. This means a lot to me. It means a lot to me what you're doing. So whatever you need. And your story is that? I'm the Jamaican 5. So whatever you need. And your story is that? I'm the Jamaican 5 to 10 minutes of your time.
Why did it edit there? Family, this is a 7-minute and 52-second clip. And they only edited out soon as he was about to say, I'm the Jamaican. Y'all don't think that this is just a coincidence. This happens for a reason. They did all that on purpose, didn't they? Didn't they do that on purpose, fam? They thought they were slick. I'm the Jamaican. Because they know that Jamaican ain't no Black American, and that would blow their cover.
This means a lot to me. It means a lot to me what you're doing. So whatever you need. And your story is that? I'm the Jamaican 5 to 10 minutes of your time.
There you go, family. You see it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, they think they slick, right? They think they slick, don't they? Uh-huh. That boy said, I'm the Jamaican. And then they cut. Sat there and talked for a whole damn hour. Just babbling, going through the whole script and everything. As soon as you done going through the script, fam, I'm the Jamaican. Boom. Switch. So that shows you automatically. Fam, I tell y'all, all you got to do is watch, observe, and then you got your answers. They cut that off as soon as he was going to say he was a Jamaican, which means they trying to hide that he's a Jamaican, because they understand Jamaicans ain't Black Americans, because Black Americans are at home and we delineating. So that right there is somebody who they want to be our replacement. And guess what? That's cool. You can go ahead and replace Black folks on the front line of being harmed, because we ain't signing up for that any goddamn way. But do you see right there what we talk about? You see what we saying, family? They went out there and they got them a Jamaican Rasta man to talk all that talk, because they can't get no Black American to say any of that ignorant stuff that he was just saying. He was just sitting there talking. I thank you for your time. I appreciate you. I'm the Jamaican. You feel me? You the Jamaican. Uh-huh. Yeah. Because you know damn well them Americans is watching every damn thing that you say. And them Americans understand that your ass is not us. And them Americans will guarantee to run you and your people out of the lineage, heritage, and culture. We ain't got no time for no cosplayers, family. No, we don't. But let me tell y'all how certified we are. Let me tell y'all how certified we are, since we out here doing the damn thing, family. I told y'all before, we started off with one ICE agent, and that ICE agent turned into 4 ICE agents. But when we found out that that ICE agent with the red orange hair was illegal, then it just went to that. Boy, that went quick, didn't it? Hey, look, that stuff went delineation, voila, boom, gone. But I want y'all to notice something, family. When I tell y'all that they've been running around here trying to run with that game, and they've been sending out all of these people, do y'all know one of the biggest new supporters of the Tether Panther Party just came out and did a whole speech about why we Black Americans need to get on board with the Tether Panther Party? Yes, that happened. I'm going to show y'all right here, how do we know that the Tether Panther Party was there to try to stop delineation, and the OG real FBA Panthers annexed them from the group. Y'all look who just came out and gave a ringing endorsement for Paul Birdsong. You know how we say 2 tethers flock together, and we say them ops come from the same block? Y'all say hello to the biggest fan of the Tether Panther Party. Y'all say hello to somebody who ain't been around in months. Y'all say hello to a Fleeny. Family, did they dust off a Fleeny? Do you see a Fleeny done showed back up, my good brothers and sisters? And a Fleeny done showed up, and she's out here saying, what? She's saying that the Black Panther Party is back, and it's led by the Tethers. Watch this.
The Black Panther Party would not be fighting against ICE and would not be standing up for immigrant populations is quite literally misrepresenting the politic of the Black Panther Party. Now, I know y'all hate sources, books, and facts. So before I get into the history, I just need to say that ICE just kidnapped a 5-year-old child.
Already come out lying, family.
In order to lure his parents out of the house so they could kidnap all of them too. The Black Panther Party was pro-Black, yes, but they were not pro-Black capitalist. They were not pro-Black oppressor. They were pro-Black in a way that understood the international implications of being Black, not only in America, but all over the world. An example of that internationalist politic was the Panthers Party stance on Palestine. Here we have a book, Black Power in Palestine. Let's read. the international attention garnered by armed Palestinian guerrillas from groups like Al-Fatah and the Popular Front for Liberation of Palestine in the years 1967 caught the attention of Black Power militants. Of third world struggles being waged in the 1960s, the Panthers could more easily relate to Palestinians as Arabs and Muslims than any other Asian freedom fighters, such as the folks in the Viet Cong. The contemporary popularity of Fanon's Record of the Earth, with its many references to Negroes and Arabs, and the descriptions of the Algerian War of Independence, along with the film The Battle of the Algiers and the travel to Algeria and elsewhere in North Africa and the Middle East carried out by a number of Black Americans, helped further the bonds of revolutionary and cultural solidarity between American Blacks and Arab Muslims. Being silent and complacent also makes you a fascist, because if you are loud about your advocacy against immigrants, populations, if you're loud in your support for ICE, but you are silent about the oppression of marginalized people, you are indeed a fascist. And
you are indeed a unemployed tether. And you have been indeed ran off the block by FBA. Family, are you surprised that a Feeney is on the same exact page with Paul Birdsong? Are you surprised? Really though? Really? No, you're not. Because them is both some full-fledged tethers. Fam, we done ran her completely off the block. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about completely. You see her damn septum ring falling out her nose, the metal's clinking and falling out. You know what I'm saying? She got all types of crust around her face. She's down bad right now. She's so damn down bad that all we can do is laugh. Ha ha. Now watch this, family. When I tell everybody that brothers and sisters know the real facts, know the real history, and how we ain't rocking with none of the tethers, or especially these tether Panther parties, Lions, whatever, y'all look at this right here, because we knew before this all happened who these individuals were, and we knew that these individuals were not us. And no way, shape, or form have these individuals ever came towards foundational Black Americans with anything solid. These people are hollow. They ain't got nothing. You ain't built nothing. You ain't ever create nothing. You ain't got nothing going for yourself. We just focus and on the right path. Watch this right here when I tell you that we on the right path. Check this out, my good brothers and sisters. Everybody knows that this Panther party has flopped. It's flopped so much that brothers and sisters is pulling out the receipts and telling the world how if you come around FBA and you ain't talking that talk, we are going to be the ones who walk that walk right over you.
Well, it looks like that new Black Panther party came and went. That shit is dead and gone. For those of you who don't know, there was some light-skinned yo running around here. His name is Paul Burtz, who claimed to be a member of the Black Panther Party. And this man was just going around the internet or going around Philadelphia, spitting a false narrative saying the Black Panther Party is for all minority groups or all people of color. The core cap, our core cap, the Black Panther, like the real Black Panther Party core cap, they said in no way, shape, or form are they gonna stand up for people who are not supposed to be here, because believe it or not, illegal immigration does affect Black people on a catastrophic level. And to prove my point that he's not a real member, yo, see this book right here? Oh, yo, I was looking everywhere for this book. I had this book for 10 years.
Gonna pull out a book. Not some book written by some W about the Black Panthers. Not some book written by some Tamale about the Black Panthers. No, let's go to the source.
Yes, it's called Revolutionary Suicide. It's autobiography. It's autobiography by Huey P. Newton. I read this book once. This book is very long, but anyway, but not one time did Huey P. Newton say anything about standing up for illegal immigration. So that lie that Paul Burtz has been spitting for the past week or two is dead and gone, and his movement is pretty much finished. So again, Black people don't let people use our icons to trick you into going out there and putting your life on the line for some fucking nonsense.
Hell no.
Now he's singing a new tune because the actual leader of the Black Panther Party has told this man he needs to drop his flag. So basically he getting put off his set. All right. And now he's trying to reinvent himself once again. Just listen to this.
All power to the people. As everyone knows, I'm Paul Birdsong. I got a message from Aaron Dixon today saying that he no longer supports us. That after he gave me orders to make a video saying that him and other members were coming, that he withdrew his support. That he said that this situation is unimportant to him, even though my comrades have risked their lives and spent thousands of hours of their time and dollars in life standing behind a cause. He said he's going to make a statement saying no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did, in fact, give us the right to call ourselves that, because I still have the messages where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put in there also make sure that you put in there that Emory Douglas did give us the right to wear that emblem, because I still have the messages where that happened too. But as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our lives and all the heat that we went under, because of the counter-revolution.
Basically, the actual leader of the Black Panther Party told this man that you are misrepresenting the cause. Everybody understands that the Black Panther Party started, and yes, back in the day, back in the 60s and the 70s, yes, they did represent more than just the African-American community or the Black community. Today is a different day. The games that are being played and the way that us Black Americans are being used is different. So no, the party is not the same anymore, okay? Because Black Americans' position in America is not the same anymore.
Practices because we don't believe in Black nationalism, like Bobby Seale said in the video that I shared on my page earlier, that Black nationalism is acquiesce to racism, and that we don't stand like that we're internationalists and intercommunalists, just like Huey Newton said.
We are not Black nationalists, okay? What has happened is the game has changed, okay? And Black Americans understand that, no, we have to protect each other, okay? Because these other immigrant groups that are coming in America, they're protecting themselves and they're voting for everything that they need. Things that these other groups need inherently affect Black Americans negatively. It's not about hating anybody. It's about preserving your future, your culture, your family in America. That's what it's about. It's not about hate.
We will no longer identify with this flag. We will no longer identify ourselves as the Black Panther Party for self-defense. We're going to take OG from the town's advice. We're going to take the name that he decided to put out there. We're going to call ourselves the Black Lion Party for International Solidarity. Reason for the international solidarity is because we will stand with the immigrants. We will stand with the people being terrorized for ICE going forward.
So
he laughing, I'm laughing, everybody's laughing at you. Pedro Flea, not Newton. Everybody's laughing at the Lion Tether Party.
Well, basically, these niggas went from being Black Panthers to Antifa. That's what this is. These are the newest Antifa members. Okay, these people are for everybody. They're anti-government, basically. Anything that the government says, they don't like. They're against it. Anything that Trump says, they're against it. They don't like it. Okay, that's a community. That's a very, very colorful community of all different kind of people. Which there's no problem with that. The problem is you guys' worldview. Okay, that's the problem.
Freeze, family. That is exactly what we said it was. What ended up happening? I like how the brother said it. He done got put out the set. Okay, they done made him take that damn flag off, fold it up, and give it away. They done came and snatched your chain, bruh. Let's make it real, y'all. The OG foundational Black American Black Panthers, the certified ones, they done came to this Tether Panther Party and this Pedro Flea, not Newton, and they done snatched his chain. You done got your damn chain snatched. You tried to tuck your damn chain in, but your chain ended up getting pulled from you. Them OGs seen the way you was talking, the way you was reckless, the way you was caping for everybody who ain't a foundational Black American, going against the charter, going against the creed of the real Black Panther Party, trying to remix it with your own Tether version, and them OGs done stepped up and put your ass out the set and snatched your chain on the way out the door. That's really what happened. And that happened because the motion of delineation and the motion of the grassroots. So let's put this all together. Foundational Black Americans, lineage, heritage, and culture, delineation movement, holding up and uplifting our elders, our ancestors, our icons, certified saluting the real Black Panther Party. We all spotted the Tether Lion Party, snatched their damn chain, put them out the set, and we'll all go on about our business as certified foundational Black Americans, and you will live unhappily tether after. That simple. We did that. So everybody knows now, dude got punked. We can say whatever we want, fam. Dude got punked in that video. You seen it, man. Hey, listen, we can say whatever we want to say. We can do whatever we want to do. Look at this, family. Dude got punked. Them real OG Panthers, they done checked you straight up and down. They seen the way you was running around. You was every damn gang a couple weeks ago. You was talking all that reckless. One of them OG Panthers done got on the phone and said, hey, hell no, get this dude out of here. And I want to send a shout out to all of the certified foundational Black Americans, all the Panthers. I want to send a shout out to them because they stepped up and did something a lot of people haven't done. A lot of them older folks from back in the day, fam, they'll let this stuff slide. The Panthers said, no, hell no. We're going to go ahead and, hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, in the words of the great, and I do mean great, Fred Sanford. Sanford and Son, he said, I'm going to pull out my bud nipper, and we're going to get to nipping some bud up in here. And they done shut all that down. So they shut him down. We shut down any op. It's all the Flow family, Mo Motion. That's what it is. That done straight up, dude. You got your chain snatched. And now you say, I'm going to come up with things. Somebody made a cartoon and stuff. You done came back with a cartoon logo. Everybody laughing at it. I have not seen one person come out and say that was a good logo. I ain't seen one person come out and be like, man, that's a good look. Everybody I know been laughing. Fam, I seen a Karen. Okay, because remember, they're the international solidarity. Let me tell you about some of them international people that you want to be in solidarity with. They laughing at you too. Fam, Karen's is laughing. I done seen some Mutombos laughing. I seen the Mutombo. He said, what is this? What is a damn lion? A lion party? There's no such thing as no damn black lion. So damn, even Mr. Foo-Foo joning on your ass. The Panthers done snatched your chain, and the delineation movement spotted you before you ever got going. I don't know if she's in the building tonight. Certified salute to my good sister, Natural Tour, because Natural been on these people for about 6 months. Okay, probably about 7 months. And Natural really brought this to the forefront. There's a lot of people running around saying that they put out some stuff that made this all stop. No, fam, that came straight from the Black Panther Party. Be cautious. There's going to be a lot of people saying that they're the ones who made him backtrack. They're the ones who made him fall back. Man, no, that was some OGs from the Panthers, and them OGs from the Panthers said, hell no. I showed you the Panthers in California said, hell no. I showed you the Panthers in Texas said, hell no. I showed you the Panthers in the Midwest. They said, hell no. The East Coast Panthers said, hell no. The Black Panthers got on code. The Black Panthers got on code, and they said, hell no. They got on code, so Julio had to go. Check this out. When I tell everybody that it's a new wave and it's a new shift, family, everybody's starting to see that foundational Black America as an ethnicity is playing for keeps.
Say something. Y'all have to stop lying to yourselves. That's where that anger is coming from. The lies that you are telling to yourself that you know ain't true. And you know the reason why you even feel the need to lie. Y'all did not come over here to America broke with not a penny to your name and build these communities from that's your people just from y'all sticking together. Y'all are lying. If that's all it took to build over here, then y'all would have built in your own country. Do y'all really think that y'all can be in your own country and build for nothing, but y'all came over here with zero to land? Y'all don't even know how to work. Y'all got to stop lying to yourselves, lying to your children. Y'all got to stop. Y'all parents was part of the poor ones and not the poor people that live at poverty, the ones that lived up under it who felt like they ain't had no. And so they, yes, if y'all don't like that part of y'all story, then y'all got to start going back then. That's the only way to take it back about that, about y'all history. Y'all cannot look at the parts in y'all history and pick the ones y'all don't like and try to rewrite that motherfucker. It ain't no new age colonization that's gonna go on, at least not in America. You know what I mean? These new age Negroes, even the whole civil rights, we shall overcome, even that don't work no more. You know what I mean? Y'all got to stop lying to yourselves. Y'all truly do. Y'all was poor, broken out, and people helped y'all. What about this is so bad that y'all literally flipped on these people? And now y'all are attacking these people, telling them that they the ones lying, feeling like, oh, y'all feel like y'all some big shot shit. No, y'all feel like y'all some big low shit. That's the reason why you got to lie about the help that was given to you. And to be honest with you, that's the reason why a lot of people don't like to help people now, because of stuff like this. It's not because you want some big glorified parade for your help, but imagine pre-knowing that if you help this person, they're going to denounce every piece of part of help that you are going to give to them. Every sacrifice that you are going to do to yourself and your family to help them out, they're going to lie about it all. Hell, fuck no.
Woo!
That's your problem. Just say something. Y'all.
Damn. They're saying it, and then they're saying it with your chest. Damn. That F-U-C-K, that came straight from her chest, from her soul. And I coincide with it. Likewise. What she just said right there is what we're saying. Foundational Black Americans, we're all about ourselves. You can draw it up at this point however you want to draw it up. You can hate on it however the hell your ass wants to hate on it. You can hate on it, but your ass can sit the hell down while ain't nobody paying attention. This is about us now doing for ourselves. That's what delineation is all for, brothers and sisters. Delineation is about regulating. Regulating is about getting unwanted people out of here. I want you to look at it as energy. What happens when you see bad energy? You stay away from it or you remove it. Family, it's about to be springtime here in a few months, and what we gonna do? We gonna pop them doors open. We gonna open them damn windows. We gonna start cleaning. Y'all gonna start burning some sage. What y'all gonna do? for spring cleaning, because a lot of people say spring cleaning, but foundational Black Americans, like everything, we got a whole different meaning to that. Spring cleaning for us is really about cleaning out the negative vibes and negative energy. Can we go there, brothers and sisters? Okay, I know Musty Martinez earlier says that her community has Musty Day. I don't know what the hell that is. What I do know is that foundational Black Americans, we like to clean house. We see things that ain't real, things that ain't right, things that ain't ours. And with our spring cleaning comes summer cleaning, comes autumn cleaning, comes winter cleaning, which comes 24/7, 365, or hell, fam, you might have to give us 25/8, an extra hour and an extra day, because that's how hard we going with it right now. We going to start cleaning out every damn thing. The mops is about to get mopped. You did? So as we start cleaning and getting out the bad vibes, that's what delineation is. Delineation is spiritual, brothers and sisters. Delineation is a spiritual thing. These are people who are energy vampires. These people come around and bring bad vibes. These are the folks who come around and we ain't got no problems until they show up. Everything be good in the hood. People be sitting back, chilling, having a great time, and then here come one of these damn ops with their bad energy. And they used to pull up a seat right in the middle and just sit there. Now, as soon as they start doing this, they start doing this in the other direction because we done ran their ass the hell out of our way. And that's what delineation is. It's a spiritual vibe, man. We cleaning house. We don't like your damn energy. I don't like the energy of a moocher. I don't like the energy of a fleer. I don't like the energy of an op. I don't like you trying to steal my foundational Black American icons and put a twist on it. Let me make this clear, okay? In terms of the grassroots, we are not international solidarity seekers. Said it. I know they want to twist our terms. I know they want to take our words and spin it all around. I'm about to give you something that is not remixable, something that you can't twist, turn, and flip. So if anybody tries to twist, turn, and flip this, it's going to fall flat on their goddamn head. Foundational Black Americans and the grassroots and the reparations generation with this renaissance and the delineation movement, we are not international solidarity seekers, which means no new friends. Who the hell needs friends when we got family? If I want some company, I will call my sister on the phone. I'll call my brother on the phone. I got about 2.7 thousand people in here right now that we can all sit down and talk. We are not solidarity seekers. So what you were trying to do, Mr. Paul Bird-ish, in the Tether Lion Party, you was trying to take this delineation and turn us into a bunch of internationalists, all lives matter. This was all lives matter from the jump. You were always all lives matter. You were always everybody can come on into the house of Black Americans. And you ain't a Black American yourself. You tried to use the Black Panther Party the same way people try to use Malcolm X or use Martin Luther King. We are very hip to the game of trying to take FBA talk and FBA people and trying to push them to internationalize a domestic movement. You ain't got to like it, but you better respect it because you damn sure can't check it. Understand this right now, brothers and sisters. This is a very, very, very potent situation, very prominent what we just did. We took somebody who got an interview with a French news organization, was jumping on cameras everywhere, trying to put us on the front line of getting harmed. And we sent his ass backpacking. And we did this all in a matter of a week. Do you see how fast delineation goes? Delineation moves as fast as time flies. And we all in the front seat with a front row ticket, family. Top, drop, back. All gas, no brakes. And this is what we're going to continue to do and keep sending these people out. Let me say this as well. You keep hearing the term nationalist. Do not use that term nationalist. Nationalist is a term that has already been warped, okay? When they start talking about nationalists, they're going to try to put you in a box of some type of like anarchist, extreme radical. Foundational Black Americans, we're not nationalists. We're just foundational Black Americans. See, that's the thing, fam. They always try to come up with these attachments to what we said. No, we're just foundational Black Americans. That's it. Need not say no more. Foundational Black Americans, that's it. That's cool. That's it. It's over with. Don't try to tag on this group, that group. Don't try to tag on nationalists. They always want to associate those negative energy terms to something we're doing so positive. We're not nationalists, because if you run around here and start talking about nationalists, they're going to start trying to put a jacket on you. You know what foundational Black Americans are? Let me tell you what foundational Black Americans are. We are what the F we said we are, not what you say. And do you see the difference when you change the energy opposed to what someone tells you are, opposed to what you tell them? Do you see the way the game flows and how everything pulls a complete turnaround 360? That's where we at with it. We all just foundational Black Americans representing this foundational Black American family tree. And this foundational Black American family tree is 1 out of 1. You can never find nothing like this. And when I tell y'all that times are changing and people are really crashing out and people are really putting together the crash out, you know exactly what I mean, family. Appreciate you. Bringing the fire. You know, much love and respect, fam. This is what I'm talking about. And notice, brothers, sisters, people in their 60s, in their 50s, in their 40s, in their 20s, people from the East Coast, the West Coast, down South, Midwest. You notice that all Black Americans are identifying the hustle and we shutting it down? Damn right you do. Watch this.
No. ICE is not racist. No, ICE don't. That don't happen. Black people been pulled over, profile for 500 years in America, and now you don't want to make a big fuss because they're doing it after a non-Black American. ICE doing a great job. Continue to pull people over who look like they're illegal immigrants. They don't belong here. ICE is doing a great job. They're not racist. That's what they tell us. When Black people complain about being harassed by the police, you never see a police chief come out and defend us. Show me a police chief defending Black American when we complain about racial profiling, yo. Show me that. Show me that in this state, any state in America. ICE doing a great job. Continue profiling anybody who look like they don't belong here. Shout out to ICE. No.
There it is. No. Hell no. Y'all see what we talking about? They ain't fooling no damn body. Oh, they hate it. Oh, man, they can't stand it, fam. They do not like the fact that foundational Black Americans cannot be bamboozled. Man, it is just destroying these people. Not one time do you see anybody ever come out. Fam, it's not that difficult to look who's riding for us and who ain't been riding with us. And we've made decisions based upon that. And the decisions that we're making, man, they yielding results. Man, it's got a lot of haters out here. People hating. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to stay hating because we're going to keep on money making. Y'all look at this right here. Everybody talks about what's going on in the streets when you start dealing with us certifieds, right? Everybody starts talking about it. When I tell everybody that you cannot change the game and people are getting canceled left and right and left, that is a good thing. And let me tell you why that's a good thing, my good brothers and sisters. The reason why that's such a good thing and it's such a powerful thing is because the precedence now is being set. And you got to remember, what you do today will affect you for the next 5 to 10 years. So right now, what we're doing by delineating and letting the world know that we match in energy, what that's doing is setting us up for the future. And the future is showing everybody that it's going to be foundational Black American. What I say, fam, the future will be written in foundational Black American handwriting because the past has foundational Black American fingerprints. Watch this. This sister puts it together clear as day. You see what happens when these individuals cannot stop us?
Trying to guilt Black people into free labor is precisely what white supremacy is. I don't know why there's so much gaslighting, but trying to require Black people to go and take a burden of something that may haphazardly affect them, but it's not a direct attack on them like it has been previously, and telling them that it's their problem and they must activate and they must go out and fight without addressing their own hardships. Because we need to understand that in as much as there are immigrants being detained, there are a lot more Black Americans in the criminal justice system being detained. If you want Black labor, you need to attend to Black issues. Where is the criminal justice bill? Why aren't you talking about your support for reparations? No, you should just go out there and fight because we said fight and this is somehow going to affect you. I'm proud of the Black people who are standing down. And to me, it's not just about rest. It's about understand my worth and understand my value. You see now that you can't get nothing done without me. So what are you going to give me? Trying to guilt Black people into
that right there. That point that sister just made was a very valiant point. Oh, I got to go ahead and expand on that. Great point. Notice what the sister just said. She said, now everybody's realizing they can't do nothing without us. So what you gonna give us? You see negotiation? Remember all them people telling us we need to vote just because? You see all these people telling us we need to go protest just because? You notice that just because don't get you nothing in return? What's gonna happen now? They're going to continuously see these people get bumped off. They're going to continuously see these Democrats and these liberals lose elections. Somebody going to want to come to the table. Somebody going to want to negotiate. Eventually, The final answer to all of this that's occurring and unfolding in America is people coming to the table and saying, hey, Black Americans, what can we do for you specifically to get you interested in participating in the system again? And we're going to simply send our best of the best of the best, and we're going to leave with a bag. That's it. Let me tell you something. You send Black Alpha, I'm going to leave with a bag. You send my brother Tariq, he going to leave with a bag. Send my brother Marcel, he going to leave with a bag. Send every last one of y'all in here right now. We going to leave with a bag. My sister Natural going to get that bag. My sister Angelic going to get that bag. My brother Black Truth United, man, boy, that boy's smart. He might leave with about 5 different bags. He might have to pull up the Brink truck. You feel me? My brother Church, you name them, family. Go down the list. You name the people. We going to leave with a bag. Cut the check. Absolutely. My sister going to go and they going to cut that check. She going to leave with a bag. All of y'all, I see all of y'all. My brother Tony Jones, he going to leave with a bag. You damn right. This is the next step, family. We going to roll up in there and leave with that bag. Louisiana original. Going to leave with a bag. You feel me? We all going to get that paper. And this is exactly why. That point that sister just made right there rings true. Eventually, they're going to say, what can we do for you? Negotiation ain't just doing things just to do them. You wonder why we never got nothing? Because we was doing things just, okay, why? I don't know. Let's just go. Now, we out here and we saying, no, I ain't doing a damn thing. So what's happening to America right now with no Black American participation? W's is out in the streets unlawfully taking out W's. Now you seeing tethers is out there putting their kids up as a prime rib on a platter. Fam, tethers are putting their kids on the line. There's civil wars in America simply because of us. Isn't it funny, family? Isn't it crazy, brothers and sisters? There was a civil war, the first civil war. And what was the first civil war about? The first civil war was about Black people. Now there's another civil war, and it's about what? Black people. What are the two things that you can connect between the first Civil War and this Civil War? The first Civil War was really a slave rebellion, right? Ain't that really what the first Civil War was? It was a slave rebellion. And they'll tell you it's about everything other than us, but they know it's about us. Now look at this Civil War that's going on. What is this really about? This is really about Black Americans delineating. How do you know what I'm saying is true? Let me show y'all this. I was going to wait to show y'all this, but now I got to show y'all this now because it's tying into my point. Y'all look at your screen, my good brothers and sisters. Look at how many people have been deported amongst these presidents. 12.5 million deportation with Bill Clinton. 10.3 million deportations with George W. Bush. 5.2 million deportations with Barack Obama. 1.5 million deportations with Donald Trump. 0 protests for Clinton. 0 protests for George W. Bush. 0 protests and riots for Barack Obama. 350 protests and riots with Donald Trump. Family, what's the denominator in all of that? I'll tell you what it is. Donald Trump's deportation time frame is during the same time frame of Black Americans delineating. Do you see why he's the one getting all the protests and they didn't? They've been deporting people from America. Barack Obama, go look at Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Go look at all the things that they said about the illegals. They've been deleting. They've been sending people home. They've been canceling them. That's been going on. But see, the problem is with the first 3 presidents you've seen right there, they all existed in a time frame where, quite frankly, W's were out here with all their illegals, and they was having a great time. And they was getting Black folks to vote blue no matter who. Donald Trump came with his deportation. It just happened to be at the same time we were delineating. We was going to delineate with or without his ass. Trust me when I tell you that. So all of those protests and those riots that you see under Donald Trump for doing less, that's because Black Americans have been doing more. During Clinton, he was playing the saxophone. Nobody did nothing. During George W. Bush, they was running around here with the war on terror. Nobody did nothing. During Barack Obama, it was yes, we can. That's why you see no protests and no marches for deportation during that time frame. All of the ones you see right now with Donald Trump is because Black folks ain't the human shield in any of this. So now people are taken to the streets. Family, if you want to see foundational Black American victories, you got to look a little further because foundational Black Americans, we different. We move different. And if you notice, fam, what I'm saying is true. I want y'all to see what's going on. The liberals are out here, and this is all they can provide for the illegals. How do we know? Because this is all they used to give us until we pull the plug. Look at this. This right here is what the liberals are providing for all of the immigrants. A nice song.
We shall not be moved. We can stay here all day. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We are shopping elsewhere. We are shopping elsewhere. We shall not be moved. We are shopping elsewhere. We shall not be moved, just like a tree.
What the F is this? This is what they got, y'all. This is all they're going to help you with, Julio. This is all the help you're going to get from these people. That's it. They're going to give you a song. Notice that they can't sing to us no more. They can't sing to us no more, so now they got to sing for the immigrants.
Shall not be moved. We can stay here all day. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved.
And we ain't helping shit. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? Look at this, fam. When I tell everybody that they got to find replacements for us, Renee Good was a replacement for us. It didn't end too good. Alex Petrie, he was a replacement for us. It didn't end too good. These folks got to sing to somebody because, you know, that's how the liberals do stuff. It ain't too good. They are out there singing to illegals, fam. Within a short amount of time, we've made the W liberal quit singing songs for black unalived people. Now they're singing songs for unalived males. They used to sing songs for black folks at protest about us. Now they're singing songs to illegal immigrants for protest about them. Everything is still the same. The only difference is that the names and the faces have changed. The role of the unalived protester will not be played by a black American. The role of the person getting thrown in handcuffs unjustly will not be played by a black American. The role of the person who's voting blindly will not be played by a black American. So somebody's got to do it. And let's look at the somebodies that they have put on the table. Babies, yep. Illegals, yep. Jamaicans, yep. Mutombos, yep. And males, yep. So all of the people are still there playing the roles. It's just different people who are playing them. That is what we've been doing, and that's what we've been creating. And I'm loving it right now, fam. I'm talking about, I'm so in love with what we're doing right now as a foundational Black American lineage. It is so damn powerful. How do you know it's powerful? I'm going to tell you even more so. Family, remember I told y'all there's Becky on Becky crime right now? Let me tell you just how strong we are, okay? We're this strong. Black Americans got all these people doing all these civil wars, right? Delineation got Karen on Karen crime. Becky on Becky crime. Now you seeing Karen number one, she telling Karen number two to go to hell because Black Americans delineating and regulating and threw a wrench in the game. Got all these people insane. Look at this. Watch this right here, family. Look at how it's going bad for her. Damn. Terrible, Saltine. Fam, are they snatching up Karens? Oh, it wasn't just the Renee person. No. Fam, they snatching all the Karens up. Becky's is getting snatched up. They done took her to the streets. There. Wow. Crazy. Ain't that interesting right there? Ain't that interesting? Well, let me show y'all a response to that video. You would think that in the system of supremacy, the one group of people that would try to get along are the W women. Family, you seen that W woman right there? Let me show you this other W woman. and she says she don't give a damn. You see Becky and Becky is out here, fam. We got Becky on Becky crime. Look at this woman. She said she don't care about her fellow Miracle Whip sister.
She was in the car with her boyfriend who was here illegally. They were stopped. She refused to comply with ICE officers or give any identification. She was briefly detained, and then once she gave identification and they were able to confirm who she was, they released her immediately. Next.
This morning, a GMA exclusive, the 19-year-old college student detained by ICE while trying to visit her family for Thanksgiving, then deported against a judge's order, now speaking out.
It's been hard. She's had an active deportation order against her since 2015. She has evaded law enforcement by ignoring appeals processes, and DHS emphasized that she received full and due process back then, but chose to stay undocumented. Next.
ICE agents held their 5-year-old daughter outside their home to get her father to surrender.
Her dad was in the country illegally and had charges against him like strangulation and domestic abuse. He was evading officers, went to go run and hide in the woods, and left his daughter, totally abandoned her. ICE officers just wanted to make sure that she was okay and safe, as she was an abandoned child. We cannot hate the mainstream media enough. I am not being dramatic when I tell you that every single story like this that you see that the news reports on, there's always more to the story. They will headline something. They will try to push a narrative that is objectively false, that is omitting key pieces of information for the public to know. 10 out of 10 times, without fail, every single anti-ICE video that you see, anti-ICE story that you see is omitting key details. They are not telling you the truth. They're trying to push a narrative to spread fear because the Democrats have to have these votes in order to win. It's their voter base. ICE is doing an incredible job. They're making our country safer.
It's their voter base. Damn. And their old voter base used to be us, but now it ain't us. So there you go. Becky on Becky crime. Karen on Karen crime. These people only know how to fight each other when they're not getting their way with us. That's the only thing they know how to do. Boy, they don't get their way with Black Americans. The first thing they do is go out there and start scrapping. They out there scrapping in them damn streets, fam, because we ain't out there providing ourselves as human shields. You know what I'm saying? In fact, quite frankly, fam, they don't have a human shield. Okay? They don't have a human shield. So since they don't have a human shield, now they got to be the human shield that they didn't want. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? When you can no longer be the person you thought you were, and now you got to go get somebody else to do all the heavy lifting and dirty work, well, you get dirty. You feel me? So the fact is that they out here getting dirty in these damn streets, and foundational Black Americans, we live in more luxurious than ever. I mean, if you really want to get to the brass tacks of the whole situation, you really want to get straight to the point, y'all. Straight to the point is that everybody who's popped up, no matter who they are, no matter where they came from, nothing has worked. Y'all tell me the one thing that you've seen that's worked from any of these people. Name me the one thing you've seen at work that any of these folks thought they had going. Nothing. Ain't nothing happened. Every last one of these individuals have came to the same type of situation and scenario. And that same situation and scenario is an easy one. It is those individuals who find out the hard way. And family, when I tell y'all that these people find out the hard way, they do. And it all starts with this individual right here. You now got to be your own human shield. You now got to be your own unaliver. You now got to be your own unalive. And nothing you can do can get Black Americans on board. Let me say this as well, family, and I got to make this crystal clear. Certifieds. We run everything as certifieds. We extra solid. And the fact is that we decided we was going to get on code and delineate, and delineation is swept through America. As it sweeps through America, a lot of people are getting swept up in these ICE patrols, in these ICE raids. And the people who are going out there trying to save the people who are getting deported, they're getting unalive. Look at it this way. Black Americans posted up on the couch. Illegals are getting deported. Mayos who defend illegals are getting unalived. So you have couch, good time, family, smiling, FBA, roasting, and then you have unalived, deported, snatched up, musty day, and your ass going back to your homeland. I'll take this FBA side every damn time because they on the losing team. Look at this, y'all. You ain't getting more losing than this right here. This individual thought it was slick, thought it was cool, found out the hard way. It ain't. Enjoy the show, my Black Americans.
Medic.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my.
In case you missed it, ICE out there zapping people. You got lightning in a snowstorm. Damn. Glad I stayed home.
Mother.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bug.
Mother.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Somebody said I'm falling and I can't get up. Hey, you run from ice, you might fall on ice. And it ain't nothing nice. Yeah.
Mother.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Damn. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and this may be the dumbest one. Just saying.
Mother.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All they gonna do is sing for you. Get snatched up, fall on ice, twitch and shake. Everything except for tangibles. This is why we said we gonna do everything except for standing next to these people. Delineation wins again. Slip and slide.
Mother.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Boom. Family, you know what happens when you F around? You might need you a hover round because your ass on the ground. That's what happens. Certified team, certified salute, FBA, my good brothers and sisters, kings and queens, goddess and gods. What have we seen today? We seen that the Tether Panther Party done got shut down. You seen the Black Panthers said bout ain't and snatched them chains. You seen defeated, busted videos. You seen people on some Tropic Thunder, and every last one of these individuals got a good visit by ICE. That is Vanilla Ice, that is Ice Cube, and that is Ice-T. And foundational Black Americans pointed out the whole damn thing. Because remember, you can't go from the Black Panther Party to the Me No Black Panther Party. Because in reality, what you've been the whole damn time is the Tether, Latino, Why You Always Lying, International Solidarity Party. And all of those ain't a damn thing to us. Them are bums. We are certified all the time. Checkmate. It's been another good one, family. I appreciate the love. You already know what it is. Delineation used to be 6 months. Then it turned into 3. 3 turned into 3 weeks. 3 weeks turned into 3 seconds. 3 seconds just turned into immediate. So we out here moving ASAP, very fast, very quick, because we're that thorough, we're that strong. Too many beautiful, strong, foundational Black American brothers and sisters. We come from too many good areas all across the 50 states within these borders. We ain't got to run, we ain't got to hide. See, when you come from the soil, you run the soil. People who run to the soil get ran out. It's simple mathematics, family, and it all adds up for them, and they crash out all the damn time. So I want everybody to see this, and I want everybody to focus on this one damn thing. Certified foundational Black Americans, all of us, the grassroots, delineation, We've been putting our stamp on everything. And this current stamp on this day has been the stamp of, we know your ass is a tether, no matter how much you try to hide your hairline, no matter how much you try to jive turkey, you dig. No matter how much you try to play the game like you one of us, we gonna see you. What do we see? We see people who are frauds, fakes, phonies. We see people who carry no weight, hold no weight. We see people who love to crash out for the dominant society, and the dominant society crashes out for them. So it looks like all of these people are just crashing out. And foundational Black Americans, we ain't even changing lanes. I'll take that every damn time. So we know for certain, we know on 100% fact, because everything we do is certified 100. We know that this time right here, we have put the stamp on an individual, on an organization that's trying to get us to stop riding for our own. They're trying to all lives matter something that can't be all lives matter. They're trying to black and brown something that can't be black and brown. No, it's only certified foundational Black Americans with the emphasis on Black, B-L-A-C-K. And if you ain't Black, your ass got to fade to the back. And that's exactly what we're doing to everybody, because we FBA and we say so. Delineation, separation, full-time regulating. Regulators, mount up. Until next time, certified salute from Black Alpha. Love y'all. Much love and respect. Everybody, smash the like button. Make sure you leave your city, your town, your state, your region in the chat. We will definitely come back again, family. And we just keep on adding the names, man. Keep on adding the names as we go down in history, 100%. But in the meantime, in between time, I want you to remember, like always, when you're rocking with me, #1 activist, when you rocking with the #1 chat, Certified Black Society, when you rocking with the whole lineage, we are a family. And when you a family, you don't need nobody else. So from your brother to all of y'all, from my family to yours, y'all stay great, y'all stay exceptional, y'all stay wonderful, and maintain being your beautiful Black American self, family, because we are all we got, and what we got is all we need, family. I wouldn't want to do this with nobody other than y'all, because y'all the greatest. Much love. I love y'all with a passion from right here. Certified salute to the whole damn team. Always remember, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, that Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Certified salute. Free Huey.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.